idea.
Caliber Audit and Attest. Caliber Audit and Attest LLP is a locally owned independent accounting and auditing firm. The firm primarily serves businesses, nonprofit, and employee benefit plan clients, providing accounting and auditing services as well as business valuations and peer review. Caliber Audit is dedicated to providing its clients with the highest caliber of professional services. Advanced Health.
Now we gotta check to see if we're working.
Local athletes in St. Louis and the St. Louis Obispo community. At Advanced Health, we believe you are made for more health, more teamwork, and more game days. Because when community thrives, we all win. The Maper.
You're doing basketball season too, right? That's awesome, man. You have a co-host for basketball, or you do it solo?
I do basketball solo.
It moves pretty quick.
Yeah.
A water bottle to the head. Our personal injury lawyers will review your case and determine if you're entitled to compensation. Don't settle for less. Let the Maper fight for
life.
what you deserve.
All right. If you want any help or if you need a break during maybe like the Christmas tournament where they're all day, I'm happy to help you out.
Yeah, no, definitely. Hold on. I'm gonna show you a few things. Hold on. Welcome back to Mission Prep Football, the 2025 campaign getting underway in a huge start with the junior varsity picking up a win over the Oxnard Yellowjackets this afternoon here at Mustang Memorial Field. We are a new brand, still the same old channel that we used to be. This is Mission Sports TV on Mission Sports Access. I'm Brian Stanley. Joining me this time around all season long, Connor Allen back in the mix. Connor Allen is my partner in crime this season. We are the Temu, Pat McAfee, Michael Cole of the WWE. If you know who they are, we're the Temu version of them. A huge knockoff, but we try our best, and we're happy to be with you here tonight. Connor, tell the people a little bit about who you are and where you come from and your background.
Well, first I'd like to say whoever had the under on minutes before Brian makes a WWE reference is the winner tonight. My name is Connor Allen. Like he said, I grew up in the area, played at Tascadero High School, and then I went and played for California Lutheran University down in Southern California. I've been broadcasting games for about 5-6 years now. I worked a lot in Paso Robles. That's where I work currently. I'm a teacher in the Paso Robles district, and I'm so excited to be joining you guys for the full season this year.
And the great thing about this broadcast, we have grown and matured. Not only are we live, free on YouTube, we are streaming simulcast on the NFHS network, where our games will be archived for rewatching in the on-demand version behind the paywall. We're trying to prevent scouting here on the Royals teams, and it's tough when your games sit out there all season long. Coaches just have frequent availability, so we're putting things behind a paywall. They'll be available for 12 hours after the broadcast is over, so you can get your rewatch in if you want to. We give you an opportunity, but we're going behind a paywall after 12 hours, but every live event is free as always. You will never have to pay for a live event during the regular season here at Mission College Prep. And as that said, we welcome the Yellowjackets as the Royals prepare to take the field here at Mustang Memorial Field. This is a kickoff game for both teams this season. The Yellowjackets come in off a tough 3-7 season last year, 2-3 in the Channel League, finishing 4th. They are coached by head coach Lonnie McCowan, in his third season, 6-14. And Mission Prep Royals, coached by head coach David Schuster in his 9th season, 57-26 in his career. He is the offensive coordinator, and there is a new defensive coordinator, Chris Permijo, taking the helm on defense, and we'll see what they bring tonight, as the defense doesn't change, but there is a new commander at the helm. The Royals come in off of a tough 4-6 season, 4-7 season, finishing 1-3 in the Mountain League. It was probably the worst finish in Schuster's tenure at Mission College Prep, and he's not happy about it. I asked him how he feels about this game when we were down on the sidelines a little bit ago, and his response was, ask me after the first quarter.
That's right. It's going to be a interesting approach tonight because these teams are so drastically different in the way they play. You know, looking at the stats from last year, Oxnard wants to air it out. They want to throw the ball. They threw for over 2,000 yards last year and ran for about 400. Meanwhile, you've got the Royals, who tend to keep the ball on the ground a lot more. They like to run it with a multitude of running backs, but we know, of course, that Ronnie Kardashian is going to be that main guy running the rock this year. But, you know, we never know because it is first game of the season. Who knows? Maybe these teams have changed a little bit. Maybe it's based on their personnel. But from everything we know from last year, this should be a good game, and it's going to be a conflict of styles.
Definitely a conflict of styles. The Royals preceded in Division III in the Central section, as the Yellowjackets, the best I could find, Division IX in the Southern section from last season. Southern section hasn't released any kind of divisional pairings early on yet. So this is an intersection meeting between these two squads as the Royals take the field, led by Ronnie Kardashian.
And Joseph Villa looks like the other one.
Yeah, Joseph Villa, two captains leading the charge. Kardashian carrying the Royals flag, and Villa carrying the flag of the United States of America. And it's as you said, as I walked up to the press box, it is a great day for football. It is warm out, so you're not going to get any of those weird stingers because it's cold and you're freezing your bones off.
And why don't we just get a little pan up to that mountain right there with that sunset. This is the best backdrop for football. I don't know if we can get that. If we can, there is no better place to catch a football game than right here in San Luis Obispo. So happy to be here at the Mustangs now. Got a little bit more space. Me and Brian aren't sitting on top of each other.
Yeah, the last time we worked together, we were standing in a scaffolding press box that was makeshift by some union, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because it was definitely OSHA certified.
I was always worried we were gonna get Final Destination somehow, that the legs were just going to get chopped off of that thing and we were going to end up in a tri-tip sandwich.
Well, Humpty Dumpty did have a great fall off those bleachers one time. and let me just tell you, the first thing everybody wants to do when you fall, let's get you back on your feet.
Yeah.
Let me think about this first. I haven't even had a chance to open my eyes fully, and you're jumping me back on my feet. Anyways, the Royals have a tough matchup tonight with the Yellowjackets. The Yellowjackets coming out of Oxnard. Oxnard is a place of heavy-hitting football, or just the Ventura County in general.
Yeah.
All the way from youth football through the college ranks with Ventura College. So this is going to be one dynamic game of power versus speed, or shall we say, really David versus Goliath, if you're going to look at the numbers of the rosters, because the number almost doubled in roster size. So this is truly an underdog moment. If you look at the outside scenarios, now we don't have any numbers from this season, Connor, so it really comes down to, as Coach said, talk to me after the first quarter.
That's right.
We got to see what happens in the first quarter to see how these two really teams are playing out.
And one thing that we know, obviously, Mission's used to this every year because almost in every game they play, they're going to have the fewer kids, is it's going to be about conditioning, right? This summer, it's important for Mission to put in that work in conditioning because we know they have a lot of guys that are going to go both ways. When you're playing a team that has almost 60 or so kids on it, they're going to be able to send waves at you. So you're going to have to be in good condition. You're going to have to play and keep your pads at the right level, because if you're going to get injured, you're going to be down someone that could be down 2 spots instead of just 1. So we're going to see it early on if Mission Prep's able to kind of weather the waves that Oxnard will be able to send at them.
And the captains taking the field, Sam Bryant, Wyatt Tejeda, Joshua Rivera, and Jonathan Vasquez are the captains for Oxnard. And your captains for the Mission Prep Royals, number 22, Ronnie Kardashian, Mr. Iceman, and Mr. Meaty, Ethan Ferrales. And trust me, that is his nickname with the team, Meaty. And then joining them on the sidelines, not in gear tonight as a transfer portal entry, Aaron Bauer. He will be sitting out a couple games before he gets to compete, transferring into Mission Prep.
You know, I played with a guy whose nickname was Meaty back when I was in college, but his last name was Mediano, so I respect Ethan even more for just wanting to go by Meaty. That's a lineman's name right there. That's awesome. That's a guy that's in the trenches.
And he is definitely a captain on this team, a leader. He's been around for a few years. I've gotten to know him, and he is one of those big guys that you just love to be around because he's a jolly fellow.
He's got the lettuce spilling out the bowl with his long hair out there. I love that.
And we will take a quick moment as we go to prayer.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Strong and faithful God, as we come together for this contest, we ask you to bless these athletes. Keep them safe from injury and harm. Instill in them respect for each other and reward them for their perseverance. Lead us all to the rewards of your kingdom where you live and reign forever and ever. Amen. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Please remain standing. Remove those hats for the playing by the singing of our national anthem by Daley Weisenberg and Kara Huggins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's breaker, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Ladies and gentlemen, one more big round of applause for Daley Weisenberg. She gets her voice from her dad and Kara Huggins.
I think the PA announcer's a hoser. That is the who is the father of the young lady singing today.
Oh, wonderful.
Ryan Weisenberg, our PA announcer today. He was a little jealous of us last year because we stole a nickname that he gave Armin Clayton, the Ginger Hulk. We stole it from him. And he's like, he looked at me today. He's like, you gingers, you guys steal everything, including souls. I'm like, that's true. You're not wrong there.
You steal them because you don't have your own, right?
Yep, exactly. That's why I got a million of them, though.
Got a Santa sack full of soul.
And we are live simulcasting for the first time on YouTube and the NFHS network. A huge growth for Mission TV, the debut broadcast. And we're simulcasting. I'm excited about that.
I'm excited.
And we're about to get underway. Football about to take place here on the Central Coast. Plenty of high schools about to kick off here in just moments, if they haven't already, as we've passed the 7 o'clock mark. And here is kickoff and football underway here at Cal Poly Mustang Memorial Field. And I spoke too soon.
Not the way you want to start the game, as it trickles out right at about the 4-yard line. You want to keep it close to the sideline, but you don't want to kick it out of bounds.
And the kick out of bounds results in a penalty, 1st and 10 from Oxnard's 35-yard line.
You know, and that's just something I'm sure is going to drive Coach Schuster a little bit mad. Those are things that you can kind of control, you know. That's a mistake. You don't want to start off giving them great field position. And I'm sure he'll have a little bit of a talk with his kicker on the sideline when he gets over there.
And the Royals step up with a 3-man front, pushing it to a 4-3 setup, and a motion of 3 men in the offense from right to left.
Quads.
On the right-hand side, excuse me, and the handoff to the tailback. And he gets tangled up and brought down by Seth Orozco with the assistance of Joe Villa.
Yeah, when you get quads like that, they're going to try to put your corners and safeties in positions to tackle. So if you're out there like Joseph Villa was, you got to stick your nose in there if they're going to run around the edge. And he did a good job holding them up for the cavalry to come in.
And that was a 5-yard pickup, 2nd and 5 for the Yellowjackets, wearing their road yellows with cardinal trim, yellow pants with cardinal trim, cardinal helmet.
USC, that's what they look like.
Yeah, that's exactly what they look like.
Exactly copying USC.
To the right, 2 to the left. This one in the thrown out into the flat. No good, intended for Alder Kubrick.
Yeah, just a nice little out route there. I don't know why I only stuck one paw out there. Should have used both. But the Mission Royals will take it, as it's now the first 3rd down of the year.
Facing a 3rd and 5. And in this situation, close to midfield is 1.5 miles.
Look for the quick game here. I imagine they're going to run some kind of quick game. You can tell maybe a short out here. He's really inside the numbers.
Tight end in motion, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Single back. And the fake handoff. We're going to have a throw out to the left. The quarterback keeping it. And the run by Liston. Enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, and they just did a little boot pass there, faking off of a little bit of the run action they ran on 1st down. And the quarterback looks like he's got some good legs on him, actually. That might be something Mission has to watch out for tonight, as he looks like to be a pretty good athlete. But he took a nice hit there at the end. You don't really want your quarterback taking those hits, so maybe he'll think twice before running next time.
Gavin Liston with a 9-yard pickup, giving the Yellowjackets a 1st down, 1 yard short of the 50. Rolling out, pressure coming, the pass complete. And the tackle by Joseph Villa completed to Tejada. And that's a 6-yard pickup.
Yeah, the Royals defense is doing good here. You know, you always hear the phrase bend, don't break. They're building a shell back there, and when they do these rollout passes, you got to take away all the deep options first, and you got to just trust that quarterback's going to keep taking that little out route, the little flat route, and eventually he's going to try to take a shot, and that's when you can capitalize with your ball hawks in the secondary.
Spread formation for the Jackets. Throw out on the flat, complete. And a quick wrap up by Daveridge.
Yeah, and so I think what we're seeing here basically is Oxnard, like we said, doesn't run the ball per se a lot. I say per se because they just throw these really short passes, and that's their run game. Instead of handing it off, that's essentially an extension of the run game right there.
9:53 in the 1st quarter, clock running. 12-minute quarters here at the high school level, or at the varsity level of the high school level. Trips moving, now stacked up 4 to the left.
It's really almost 5 with the running back. It's interesting.
And Liston keeping it himself for the 1st down, picking up the 2 yards plus some. Out across the 35 to the 33. Deep into Royals territory.
Yeah, Mission might need to make a little bit of adjustment when they go to that quads bunch right there. They're just outflanking them. You can see right before that play, they had numbers to the outside, and they just kind of wash everyone down and then run the quarterback.
33 yards to pay dirt for the Yellow Jackets. This drive started back at their own 35-yard line. 3 receivers wide. One looks confused. And that's Sam Bryant wearing number 1, actually. I didn't mean to call him out by his number, but I was just one receiver happened to be wearing number 1.
Just happened to go that way. One guy, number 1.
And a timeout on the field. And Mission Prep Football presented by an array of sponsorships. And we appreciate them all being with us.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about something real quick here. We've got San Miguel Garbage. We've got Ambiance Luxury Boutique, Adventist Health, Hyundai of San Luis Obispo, of course, the one you see on your screen, Ferrari Development, Garrett Orthodontics, Burt Industrial Supply, Vero Mortgage, Got You Covered, Holiday Inn Express and Suites Atascadero, Caliber Audit and Attest, Brian O'Carroll DPM, Central Coast Orthopedics, Farm Fresh LLC, Halo Office, Crush Works, Taco Works, Simas and Associates, the Galley Seafood Grill and Bar. Man, I love seeing Taco Works on that list.
Yeah, that was my
San
favorite
Luis
one.
Obispo staple.
That's my favorite one out of all. That's my favorite one, yeah. Let's push that all the way back up.
And we love all of our sponsors here. Everyone helping us bring you guys Mission Prep Royal Football every Friday night.
And just if anybody at Taco Works is listening, you need some spokesmen. You got 2 of them right here.
Taste tester even, I'm available.
Yeah. Not that they change their formula very often, but we'll definitely tell them if it's good.
There it is. Oh!
Nearly with the pick, climbing the ladder, but there was no money in that bank. Cole Taylor looking for gold.
Man, hit him right in the hands, right where you hate to have it, huh? But that's exactly what we're talking about, okay? So Mission Prep is making them take the short play, take the short play, take the short play. And the quarterbacks, they're greedy, Brian. Quarterbacks are greedy. They want all the accolades. So he tries to force it down the field, and that could have been a turnover right there.
And the cheerleaders getting the fans fired up in the Royals section. Liston throws down the line. The pass complete to Aranda. Javen Aranda with the completion. The senior pulling it in, creeping a couple yards down the closer to the first down marker, bringing up a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, Mission's playing this. It's really well. You know, it's taken up a long time. This drive's taken up time, but they're not giving up a ton of yards. It's 3 yards, 4 yards, 6 yards. You got to wait for that offense to make a mistake.
Yeah, the drive approaching the 5-minute mark. 8:15 in the first quarter. Thomas Bowden doing triple work today, besides running the camera. And that run up the right side, no good. For much, or should I say, it was good. And I said
Too
corrected, too good. My mind was a little correct. I wanted to give Thomas Bowden a new title.
Got a new follower.
Very nice.
Everyone remember, make sure you hit like and subscribe on the YouTube channel if you're enjoying what you're hearing. We're building a brand over here.
We're building a brand. Go Mustangs. Somebody in the chat, go Mustangs. I believe they play next Friday, or next Saturday, that is. Week early for the Mustangs, that is. And the handoff to number 23. And Salazar up the middle of the pipe for a couple yards, gaining a good 5. And last year, Thomas was a 5th-year senior with us.
Yes.
Because he spent 5 years. I think it's time to promote him. Now that he's back with us, he is a graduate assistant.
Freshman graduate assistant.
A graduate assistant. How do you like that one? Because you've graduated, and now you're an assistant because you're like in your master's program. Says it sounds fancy. He's with it.
In a couple of years, we'll all be working for him, Brian.
Yes, sir. I'll be excited for that moment. El Presidente will take over. And the handoff to Salazar once again. And they seem to be liking that quad formation quite a bit here in this first quarter. And we've passed the 5-minute mark in this drive. 6:53 on the clock. We're still churning towards the end of the first quarter. No score. This drive starting back at their own 35-yard line has gone quite a distance.
It has, but it's still been a good showing for the Mission Prep D. They're just giving up a little bit here. Now all those zones get a lot tighter in the red zone.
And we already showed they can defend the pass, almost intercepting the pass off the hands of Cole Taylor. And Liston rolls out to his right, throws this into the corner, an incomplete pass on the coverage. Joseph Villa.
Beautiful coverage by him and beautiful coverage by Davidge. How do you say that one, Clive?
Clive Davidge? I'm going to go Davidge.
I want to get it right for the guy. He did a great job here, and you can see their rollout passes is the main way they're going to do it. Like I said, the space in the end zone condenses, and the Mission was right on top of it. It almost looked like they were the receivers on that route.
And the intended receiver for the Yellow Jackets, Jose Flores.
A little mix-up from the Royals defense here. Everyone's getting set. There we go.
Flores in motion. From left to right, the snap. Liston fires this one, intended for Flores, and just off target. A miscommunication between the receiver and the quarterback as he threw it behind the receiver.
Yeah, you could see he took that motion and he took it way, way wide. He was out there past the numbers. When you see a guy get out past the numbers to start, he's going to be breaking in. He's going to be running a slant. He's going to be running a dig. He's going to be running a post. Why? Because there's no space to the outside. So that's something that Villa will learn as the game goes on. He'll start to notice and recognize kind of what their routes will be based on alignment.
Working from a shotgun. And the handoff. Looking to break into the end zone. The stop. The ball comes loose. And this could be a Royals recovery.
It looks like they're saying it is a fumble.
And the Royals come up with the loose ball. Jay Lomlin with the carry.
All right. We love to see a big man with the ball. And that's what we're talking about, Brian. Make them make a mistake. It looks like the refs are deciding if he was down by contact or not. That was what I was iffy about. But nope, it is Royals ball.
And that is a first down Royals. But let's not get too excited, fans, because they're deep in their own territory, pushed up against their own goal line. And just like mistakes happen on the other side of the ball, mistakes can happen here when you're pushed up against your own goal line.
Yeah, at least that fumble gave him a little bit of breathing room. He went down at like the 1, and now they're about the 5, but all I worry about here is just fatigue, right? After you just defended a long defensive possession, how fresh are your legs for offense?
And they have the Iceman turning his legs. Ronnie Kardashian pushes forward for a couple yards.
And we know, we've seen that speed that Ronnie Kardashian possesses. All you need is a little crease for him. And, you know, I don't know what the longest touchdown in Mission history is, but it can't be much longer than 95 if he is able to get free from down here.
I really want to say it's 99, and I've seen it.
You've seen a lot of Mission Prep football. I would believe it.
But let's not go there. And the spin and the tackle at the scrimmage.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to run a blast or a kick play there. They've got the I formation, and you really got to be able to wash down the D lineman to be able to create that crease. But when you're stuck inside your own 5-yard line, there's not a lot that you can do. The defense kind of knows what's coming.
And I feel like the name that comes to mind if I would have seen that was Brian Colwell.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because that guy was a machine.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of great running back coming out of the camp of Mission Prep.
Absolutely. The kid from last year, he's at Hancock right now, right? Is that Harrigan? Is he at Hancock? I think I saw that on the roster.
And a pitch a high arcing pitch, and they're saying it's complete.
All right. He really just feathered that thing down there for Jesse Betancourt. Jesse Betancourt went up, put his hands on it. The DB got his hands on it too, but he was able to hold it firm enough and get to the ground. What a great play there from the quarterback and the receiver connection.
And the coaches on the Oxnard sideline were trying to persuade the official the other way, and he saw every inch of that play. And that's the first down for the Royals, and that is a Hyundai San Luis Obispo first down.
Is Betancourt a hooper? He gives me the vibe of a hooper. He jumped like that. That was nice. Graceful in the air.
And the pitch to Ronnie Kardashian. Breaking one tackle, trying to break two. And gets a couple yards out to the 31-yard line. And that is a pickup of 5 yards, or close to that, for the senior captain, as the Royals now churn the first quarter down to minimal minutes after the Yellow Jackets did that to start.
Well, you can see here already the Yellow Jackets are subbing D linemen in and out, something Mission doesn't have the luxury of doing.
That freshness versus stamina is what we're going to see.
Ooh.
And just bulldozing over the defender is Ronnie Kardashian.
Yeah, Sam Bryant was on the losing end of that one in the hole. Ronnie Kardashian getting his pads down. All you got to hit is knees and elbows. That's what my coach used to say. When you're running with the ball, all you want them to be able to see is knees and elbows.
And welcome to Mission Prep Football. We're scoreless, 3:32, first quarter, live from Mustang Memorial Field. And I've noticed that the stadium got a facelift over the offseason. It's
sure
a lot
did.
brighter.
Yeah, got a paint job. For sure did. I like it. It looks nice.
It's
clean.
not that dingy yellow.
Got him.
Yep, there's the jump at the line. Compared to this off-white that they've used, that dingy yellow, it was a dingy yellow.
I think it was like perhaps an eggshell or something.
Oh, yeah,
before,
probably.
you
It
know?
probably has a fancy name, and I'm just not fancy enough for it.
The field looks great too, though. Everything just looks awesome.
And the John Madden Center going up beautifully.
I've got some beef with that center because I used to live directly behind the stadium. I know no one knows there's even houses there. There's 2. I was in one of them, and those guys were getting up at like 6 a.m. every day.
Yep, that's what they do. And Jackson Marsalic with the toss.
Joseph Silvera with the catch, and a little flood concept there worked out great. He couldn't be any more open on the out right there, and that's what happens when you run the ball effectively. Those linebackers start pressing up. Those safeties start coming up because they need to make tackles. Next thing you know, whoop, right behind you.
And that is a Hyundai San Luis Obispo first down. They're also our presenting sponsor. They are alumni-owned and operated. Not only do the alumni of Mission Prep own it, but they run it on day-to-day operations. So that's great, you know. Not every car dealership is operated by the people who own it.
That's right. Oh, no.
And another turnover on the field. This one, the ball coming loose in favor of the Yellow Jackets. The fumble by the Royals.
That was Dan Fortes with the fumble. He's the big man. He's the fullback. You know, those guys don't carry the ball a whole lot, and sometimes that's what happens. I love getting the fullback involved, running a little dive play, you know, wet his beak on that action. He's in there just being a bulldozer for the running backs all the time, and sometimes those guys want to carry the ball too. Just sometimes you got to make sure you keep both hands on it with all that traffic in the middle.
And now the Yellow Jackets start at the 34-yard line, 1 yard farther back than they did on their previous drive. 2:36 on the clock. We're in their first quarter.
Blazing fast quarter.
It's been a lot of running the ball, a lot of completed passes. And that's great for both of these teams to be able to complete passes early in the season and early in a contest. And the toss over the middle complete. And the takedown by Seth Orozco.
Yeah, it looked like they're trying to set up a little screen right there.
And Javen Andrade, Aranda with the carry. My headset keeps cutting in and out. You don't notice it, but I do because I have a bad headset and I need to get it fixed at the shop. And it keeps messing with my ears. I can't hear myself think. And the snap, Liston fakes the handoff.
Oh,
Pass nearly intercepted by Joseph Villa, intended for the wideout, Alder Kubrick.
that's the good part about playing an offense like this is you're going to start to get into a rhythm. You're going to know what they're doing. They're throwing short, quick routes. All you got to do, though, especially in a down like this, third and medium, you got to be careful for that hitch and go or that slant and go, that out and up when they're going to double up, because they might not do it now, but they are going to eventually double up. Going with another tight bunch.
The Royals with 8 in the box. Showing blitz at the line with 5. Toss over the middle, that pass complete. And immediately brought to the turf is Micah Medina. And that's a first down across the 50 to the Royals' 44-yard line.
Yeah, they went with the mesh concept there. Maybe we were expecting the Royals to play some man on third and medium, but he was able just to get right between the safeties. Good throw by the quarterback, who's switched also. I don't know if we mentioned that, but there's a different quarterback in now.
I didn't catch that one. Number 14's come in for number 7. Liston was the starter, and Adrian Guerrera in at quarterback.
That's the problem with running your quarterback all the time. Is that's something that can happen. But that's you never want to see a kid get injured, obviously. But that is a break for the Mission defense so far, bringing in a second quarterback. Maybe not quite as confident, maybe not have as wide a playbook available to them now.
Yeah, looking.
I can't see him down here. Yeah,
He looks like he's on the bench, on the trainer's table with a jersey off. That might be him.
that could be. Yeah, he did have the one leg sleeve. I think that is him.
And the carry by Guerrera with the slide, not enough for the first down, coming up a few yards short with a 2-yard carry out to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, so it looks like Guerrera learned from what happened to his friend. You got to get down if you're the quarterback. They probably told him too, hey, we only got 2 quarterbacks. We can't go down to a third one. Great turnout tonight for the
And
first
it looks
game
like
of
he
the
might have
season.
injured his left arm, Liston, as they're working on his left arm. If that is him, we haven't confirmed. Ununiformed player on the trainer's table. And a jump by the defense.
Oh, you hate that on third and medium right there.
And the jump on the defense gives them the first down. And Eddie Torrentine with the jump.
The Royals, of course, did that on their first offensive possession, and now getting a taste of their own medicine as we hit the end of the first quarter.
We hit the end of the first quarter. We are scoreless between the visiting Yellow Jackets and your Mission Prep Royals, live from Mustang Memorial Field. I'm Brian Stanley. Joining me to my left, Thomas Bowden. To my right, Connor Allen. We'll be right back with you here on Mission Sports TV.
I would encourage people to take college classes while they're still in high school because most dual enrollment classes are free.
Get a head start at a California community college. With dual enrollment, earn college credits while you're still in high school.
Dual enrollment is such an important thing and lifesaver.
If I can do it, anyone can do it.
Check with your high school or community college counselor today. Save money and earn your college degree faster.
There's a lot of things in this world that will get in your way, but there's nothing that you cannot do.
Enroll now at icangotocollege.com.
Welcome back. 12 minutes until halftime. We are scoreless between the Yellow Jackets and the Royals in this season opener, this home opener for Mission College Prep. You are enjoying Royals football on the new Mission Sports TV, presented by Mission Sports Access. Join us on MissionSportsTV.com. Give us a like and subscribe on YouTube. If you're on NFHS, we appreciate you being there too. Simulcast. And here comes the snap and the handoff to the big back, trying to get some yardage, and gets taken down in the backfield.
Oh,
And that looked like a face mask on the tackle.
it sure did.
Looked like his hand slid up.
Right at the end, yeah. It wasn't too intentional in any way. It just kind of, as he was going down, his hand kind of just moved up to the face mask there. You hate to see it.
And Aaron Salazar was the one receiving the face mask.
You know, as I look at all our great sponsors here, you know, did we work in like that we get to go in maybe and check out Ferrari development? Let's see what they look like, huh? I want to head up in there.
We need to test drive a couple vehicles.
Do we get one free dip in the Holiday Inn Express hot tub?
That's in a Atascadero, too.
That's right.
That's your neck of the woods.
I may or may not have been in that hot tub before.
And we have a whistle coach officials timeout. 1st and 5 following the face mask, or 1st and 4. They give him a generous spot there, 6 yards.
Yeah, they did.
And the Yellow Jackets step back. Guerrera throwing and nearly picked off. The intended target couldn't get his hands on it. That one was aired out to Aranda.
We're going to get at least one interception tonight, if not 2. They just got to start falling into our hands.
We are currently 0 for 0 on turnovers, on the turnover ratio, because both teams have a turnover. 0 for 0. Nobody is plus or minus. Royals fumbled it at the 34-yard line. And this is where we are at now. With the Yellow Jackets, 2nd and 4 from the 26, excuse me, and the handoff, getting some yardage, out looking for the pylon, and pushed out of bounds at the 5-yard line by the Royals.
Yeah, it was a nice cutback there by the running back. Mission Prep linebackers got kind of stuck in the hole, and then out on the outside, it looked like Brendan Augustine was caught a little bit inside, which let the running back get around him. But we are seeing here, it looks like their adjustment to the second quarterback is going to be more running of the ball.
And Aaron Salazar was the one carrying that ball inside the 5-yard line. We do have an injured Royal on the field. And we're going to go ahead and go to the Universal Cam.
The Universal Cam. That's right, folks. We've got 3 cameras in this booth. You thought ESPN had it all? No. Mission Sports Access. That's where it's at. I think Brian said he's working on slow-mo, too, eventually. Right, Brian?
Yeah, we're working on all of it. We just got to build a budget for it.
That's right.
And I did come prepared tonight. I brought a plastic knife to the fight.
No, you okay. I thought that was for cutting open, maybe putting some more barbecue sauce on your tri-tip sandwich later.
Yeah. I don't know why it's in my pocket. I just found it in my pocket.
Always carrying some cutlery. I like it, you know. You never know when you need a plastic knife.
Yeah.
You might need to cut your way out of a styrofoam cup.
Or a wet paper sack.
Yeah.
We are, wheels are falling off the bus in the press box. We're still playing football, though. 11:31, second quarter. Yellow Jackets looking to sting here. And Salazar with the carry. He's pulled down at the line. And that looked like that was Meaty.
Yeah.
Meaty with the tackle. Ethan Ferrales, the senior captain, making the stop.
He's got some good feet. He got right around the guard, beat him with a speed move. Bam. Tackle the running back.
11:07. We are 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets are buzzing. Put in motion 3 to the right side. Quad stack. Salazar with the carry. Escapes the tackle of Cole Taylor, and he's in for the score. And the Yellow Jackets take a 6-0 lead here in the second quarter with 10:47 on the clock.
Yeah, and that's just unfortunate due to the turnover, right? They were given a really short field, only had about 34 yards to go, and were kind of able to punch it in there. And Mission Prep, I think, should be right back on offense and should keep rolling. They had a pretty good rhythm before they lost on the turnover there.
And we're awaiting the extra point. We need one more player on offense. 10 on the extra point is bound to get a block.
I hope so.
Solario in for the kick. And good.
Meaty was getting some revenge right there. Put the guard right on his keister. I tell you what, no one likes being on the kickoff, or the PAT team, excuse me. I used to have to be the wing guy on the PAT team. The coaches literally just tell you to take it in the chest. You just got to take it for the team. So sometimes those defensive players can use that as a moment to get their lick back.
Kickoffs can be dangerous.
Yeah, interesting that, we've got the new NFL-style kickoffs where they put everyone together and kick it out. Yet for the children and everyone else, we just do it normally. It's only
Just
changed.
savages, right?
It's only changed at the highest level.
Might as well just give them some like bullpen hammers or something to run down the field with. We're just giving everybody concussions.
That's how you find your craziest players. Who's going to be running down there and just looking to blow someone up.
Mad Max style.
Mm-hmm. Back in the day, they outlawed several years ago, maybe 15 years ago, the ability to use a big wedge. You used to be able to make a big wedge on the kickoff return. And there were stories when I was in high school, guys that would sew on luggage handles to their side of their pants so they could make a better wedge.
Kardashian with the kickoff at the 9-yard line, looking to return this one as far as he can. Shakes one tackle, shakes two tackles, breaks three, but can't get the fourth one. And he's brought down at the 21-yard line. A good pickup out of from the 9 to the 21-yard line. Good pickup.
Yeah. Broke like 3 tackles there.
Yeah.
You love being able to have your running, maybe you'd like to see him get a little bit of a break because Robert Kardashian's Ronnie, is out on the field for like almost every play. But when you're so skilled like that, you got to have him out there.
Just changing players' names now, huh?
Ron, yeah.
Robert.
I'm also digging the music we got going on tonight.
Yeah. Wait till you hear it about 50 more times. Mom's spaghetti. And the handoff to Kardashian. He gets outside the corner. And he gains enough, coming up short of the first down. But that's a great second down opportunity for the Royals now. A second and short.
Yeah. We love second and shorts because it's a great time to take a shot. Because you always can pick up the third down with the run if you need to. It's a little bit farther than I thought. It's about 2nd and 4.5 or so.
Great time to take a shot. Go ahead and do so.
Responsibly.
10:05 on the clock. And the
around.
handoff on the sweep around, coming out, trying to get that first down, coming up short is Clive Davidge. We'll go with the teacher's pronunciation from Ryan Weisenberg.
We're a team out here. We're all a team working to make each other better.
We want to appreciate everybody tuning in to the chat. Clint Clinton and Keith Hernandez.
Shout out.
If you're out there, give us a chat.
That's right.
We'll give you a shout out.
You got any birthdays? Come on, we'll shout them
And
out.
a jump at the line. Three big Yellow Jackets looking to sting a little early, but that was the Royals moving.
Yep, advantage Royals now. 1 offsides for the Royals, 2 offs. Oh.
Yeah, that doesn't work. You know,
Take it back. It was the Royals.
Yeah, I thought it was the other way too, but I realized he was going.
Yeah. Once he started walking backwards, I went,
So 3rd and 9. And don't forget about the 41st annual Royals Dinner and Auction. It's Saturday Night Fever.
You going to be dancing?
No. My sciatic nerve does not allow me to do such activities. And the pass complete to Deveridge. And the dog pile and the swarm to bring him to the turf.
First down. It's real close.
And they're going to give it to him.
Deveridge did a fantastic job there. He's a real smart player. So the Yellow Jackets were in a zone. And if you watched him on the play, he sat in the first window, didn't like it. Quarterback looked like he pumped, but he was just waiting for Deveridge to move into the second window behind the other weak side backer. And then that was a nice completion there. Good football IQ.
Marsalic hands it off to Kardashian, and Kardashian just carries a couple of Yellow Jackets with him. And
Yeah, Kardashian must have seen a crease there because he kind of broke off from his big fullback and went straight north and south. But you love a 6-yard gain on first down. You'll always take that.
I forgot to update my scoreboard.
It's because we're in denial. We don't want to know that they have 7 points.
There you go. Yellow Jackets fans updated for y'all. 7-0 our score. And a flag on the field.
Encroachment. Oh, I think they might have called it on the corner. He's having some words with the official. You don't see that too often.
Corner's like, what I do? What I do?
Lined up in the neutral zone. You know what I always love what refs do is that even though the lines are clearly marked, I love when they always step out the 5 yards like they don't already know where they're going. It's my favorite thing.
And when they actually do the big step.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're like
1
the Dallas
yard.
Cowboy cheerleaders.
1 yard, 2 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, 5 yards. They don't just walk normal. Kardashian bobs and weaves, finds the seam, breaks enough way for the first down, and that is a Hyundai San Luis Obispo first down. And the Royals are driving, trying to score this one back up even. 7:35, second quarter.
Yeah, that was like the first time we've really seen him get some real space and get to show off the speed as he went flying up the home sideline right there. What a perfect night for football, man.
Not too hot, not too cold.
Okay, Goldilocks.
Yep.
We're in the Goldilocks
right.
zone.
And the spin through the middle, the flag coming out.
Man, what do you think he's Brett Favre? He chucked that thing.
He was trying to hit first base.
My goodness. He really saw something.
Yeah, he was happy about that one. You go over there, you tell him. You tell him. You tell him what I saw.
We've also got, this year they're going to start, they're not doing the chain gangs in the NFL, right? There's a digital measuring system, right?
I don't know. I haven't watched NFL games in a while.
You're all high school all the time. I get it.
And some college.
And some college. And some San Jose State, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Spartans open up against Central Michigan next week.
It is always funny, though, that football's like the richest sport that we've got. It makes billions of dollars. And we're judging these things based on some old guys and some chain link fence. In tennis, they can tell you exactly where the ball hit in like a millisecond. In football, we're like, well, I don't know. Let's get that chain link fence stretched out here.
Yeah, that's true, huh? I don't even know. Jump at the line. That guy stayed in the neutral zone.
He froze.
What'd I do? And that is an offsides for the defense. 5-yard penalty. 1st and 5 for the Royals.
So I think what we're seeing now is just this is first game, and now there's some fatigue setting in. We had a really clean first quarter. I think we only had 1 penalty. And then the second quarter now, people are getting a little tired. You're getting into the game, and now you're getting a little bit sloppy.
You know, one thing Coach talked about today's team meeting before coming to tonight's game. After this play, we'll continue. And the handoff to Kardashian again. Kardashian drops 1 defender, runs through 2, runs through 3, gets enough for the first down, and he's inside the 10-yard line. That's going to be a 1st and goal for the Royals. The Royals not having very many returning players, a lot of them making their first high school start, and he told them, many of you aren't going to remember the first quarter.
Yep.
You'll remember the rest of the game, but that first quarter is going to be such a blur to you.
Yeah, just moving
But just
so
stay,
fast.
just stay in there, hang in there, and it'll all work out at the end.
Building confidence, building confidence. It's all about reps.
And Kardashian bobs and weaves, and immediately gets chewed up at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle being handed out to Javier Esquilavez.
Looks like they're right about the 6-yard line here.
Excuse me, Esquivel. The ball setting, looks like 7.
Yeah, maybe the 7.
5:47 on the clock. We're in the second quarter. Our score 7-0. The Yellow Jackets leading the Royals. And the handoff to Kardashian.
Lots
And
of
Kardashian
space.
with a lead blocker looking to find that corner. Breaks the tackle into the end zone. Kardashian, the Iceman, in for the score. Our score 7-6, awaiting the extra point. The Royals close the gap.
And just a great job there. They've been running it inside mostly for this drive and really the duration of the game. And they finally are able to get outside. They actually had the tackle pull around the tight end to seal off the edge. And then it just becomes a foot race. And in that instance, we know that generally Kardashian's going to win that battle. Uh-oh, looks like the Royals are forgetting something with their PA. Oh, they also forgot a player. See, this is just early season jitters.
You need 11 on the field to make it proper. And the kick up and good.
But you can see right there, that's why Joseph Villa, he's a captain, right?
No.
He's not a captain. Well, you can see he's an experienced player because he did all the counting. He saw that they were down, yelled over to the sidelines and says, let's get that other player in here. And now they're able to make it and tie this game up.
But I think you and I can make him an honorary captain
That's right.
because he's done quite a performance tonight. We've called his name quite a bit.
He's played a great game so far, absolutely.
Him and Ronnie Kardashian, Joe Villa and Ronnie Kardashian are definitely our front runners for players of the game. We will make that announcement post-game. You're going to want to stick with us, find out who the player of the game is. I'm thinking this year, I haven't finalized it. Whoever wins the most player of the games gets a prize.
All right.
Don't know what that prize might be, but we'll do it.
Get a little donation?
Yeah, we got a super chat. Let's
Woo!
go, Keith Hernandez. That's our first super chat in our live stream as we've entered the new era of broadcasting on Mission Sports TV. We've evolved from Prep Sports Network.
He must have just got a dub on Fortnite. I know he's streaming in between gaming.
I love that. I appreciate the love out there. We'll even do that ourselves.
Yeah, heart.
And we're ready to get underway. Our score is 7-7. So excited I'm falling over. And the kickoff deep into Oxnard territory at the 7. And the carry back upfield to the 25. And the Royals with the stop. 5:26 here in the second quarter. And we are doing quite well. And
We got some Oxnard in the chat, too. All right, love Oxnard finding the channel.
Christine Gonzalez, appreciate you being with us on the chat. What a night it is. 7-7, 5:26 until halftime. And Oxnard with an opportunity to strike 75 yards. And unfortunately, they've struggled driving downfield, only able to work from short distances.
The first drive was pretty successful for them, but of course they ended with that fumble. But then, yes, this is where they're going to have to open up the offense a little bit. 5.5 is a decent amount of time, but with the way we've seen them move the ball in the previous drives, they're going to need to hurry up a little bit if they want to get all the way down the field.
This is going to be a 5.5 minute, 2-minute drill. And a
Laundry.
and
Delay of game?
Delay of game, taking too long.
You just can't have that. You can't have a delay of game coming off of a kickoff. That's the one where you got to be most prepared. You have all the time on the sideline. I'm sure the Oxnard coach is frustrated with that one.
And here comes the, was that a direct snap?
No, he handed it off.
Okay, I missed that.
Quick.
Very quick.
Meaty on the tackle.
Thank you very much. A handoff to Salazar. And checking out for a moment is Yanez for Oxnard Yellowjackets.
Yeah.
Miguel Yanez going to the bench. And we officially have a Schuster sighting of the awesome kind, Josh Schuster in the house.
All right.
And the toss. Almost intercepted, making the dive. Mile Gluns.
You heard me holding my breath there as he threw it. I could see as he was
I heard you take
scanning
that
the
deep
defense.
breath.
Yeah, he was scanning the defense. I saw what he was seeing and just missed by a little bit right there. We're going to get one. I know it.
The Royals smelling interception in the air tonight.
The secondary's played really, I mean, everyone on the defense has played great so far, only 7 points allowed. But I've been very impressed with the secondary of the Royals tonight.
And Ferrari Development Incorporated is a proud partner of Mission Prep Athletics. If you're in the market for building, give them a call. And a whistle. Timeout taken by the Yellowjackets. They get stuck on the field. 4:41 here in the second quarter.
Well, now if you're the coach of the Yellowjackets, you're thinking, you're weighing your pros and cons. Do I try to push to get this score and go up 14-7 into halftime? Or am I concerned that I might push too hard to get a turnover and now you go into the half down 14-7? So I assume that's what this timeout is. Maybe trying to talk with his kids, see what plays they're most confident in, what they want to do. Sometimes you want to get a feel for how your kids are playing, how they're feeling. Maybe someone thinks they have a matchup advantage. But right now, there hasn't been a lot of success in the downfield passing game.
Hyundai San Luis Obispo is a proud sponsor of Mission Prep Athletics, presenting sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Visit them at Hyundai San Luis Obispo for their current sales. We'll give you more information in just a moment. Three to the left, one to the right. Looking to throw this one, checks his receivers, passes over the middle. That one comes up short. Yeah. And Cole Taylor was the defender seeking that one.
Yeah, Joseph Silvera was also in there, and the Mission's doing a good job. There is some space in there. They haven't been the best on-target throws, but just making it cluttered in the middle is doing a great job.
At Hyundai San Luis Obispo, you'll find a solid selection of new Hyundais for sale, as well as a carefully inspected lineup of pre-owned vehicles and a professional team. And that one goes back to the 1 yard line. And that is a safety. No, they're going to give him to him at the 1, saving him from the embarrassment of a safety, because any safety in a game of football is an embarrassment.
Well, that's the irony right there. I talked about trying to not get behind the 8 ball because you don't want to throw an interception or a turnover, but then you end up snapping it over the head of your punter and giving Mission Prep the ball at the 1 yard line.
I would have taken the safety, given him 2 yards.
If the kid was thinking heads up, you probably would rather he'd do that or just kick it right out of the back of the end zone. They teach you that in special teams meetings. But once you see that ball on the ground, you just get flustered. You just want to pick it up, make something happen.
Yeah. And the Royals about to do something with this. 4:26. And I'm trying to read that Hyundai San Luis Obispo liner, but it's going to have to wait.
It's going to
because the Royals are in goal line stance and flags are flying. And there is a Yellow Jacket line on the ground as he jumped across that line.
It was offsides on the Royals, but that one guy just like army crawled across the line. Well, that'll move him back from the 1 yard line, but still great field position there on the 6 or 7.
7-7 our score, 4:26. And the ball back to the 6 yard line gives them a little bit more room to work with as far as like if they want to throw the ball.
Oh, Meaty's in there. They got a super I formation.
And the fullback is Meaty. And there goes Kardashian on the back of Meaty. It is a Iceman Meaty combo.
The double power I formation with 2 fullbacks in there. They have Meaty, and they also had Dan Fortes just ran an ISO right up the gut. Kardashian with a great little cutback. And just like that, the Mission Prep Royals are back on top. Or I guess they're on top for the first time.
Yeah, first time on top, first time taking the lead. 17-13 awaiting the extra point.
You know what Meaty did, just like our sponsor? He said, I got you covered.
I got you covered. That is Jennifer White at Farmers Insurance. Allstate. I forget which one she's at. I should get that right.
Yeah. Are we in good hands or are we not?
I don't know, man. I'm confused. All I know is we lead by 7 with 4:21 on the clock. We got a second.
Well, I bet you if we talked to Coach Schuster now at halftime, he'd be pretty pleased with how his team has played so far.
His team has played quite well.
And we know we're not seeing a lot of the fatigue that we were worried we might be seeing with the Royals having such a smaller team.
I want to appreciate the chat, the people tuning into the chat. Josh Schuster, Keith Hernandez doing it. The Push. Whoever the Push is, I want to appreciate you tuning in. A lot of love out there. I love the new chat system this year.
Right.
As we've upgraded the chat. As
Interactive, you know. Let's interact with our fans. Can we call them that? Are our fans? No, they're Mission Prep fans.
The Mission Prep fans that are tagging along with us because we're fans as well of the game of football. And the run up the middle, down the right hash, picks up a few yards.
Yeah, shout out to Aiden Shelton right there. He was one of the gunners, and he took a shot in the chops and then threw him off and almost made the tackle. That's what you want to see on that kickoff team. You need some guys that are just a little bit crazy. Maybe have one little screw a little bit loose.
One screw loose? I like 2 screws loose. Makes a lot more noise.
If you have 2 screws loose, can you have one? You know, like the old quarterback saying.
Yeah. And here we are, a 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line, 4:15 to work with.
This is when they like to run across the field out of this trips formation. That's what they've been doing. Maybe running 47 out here.
And
screen.
And the pass completed to Solario, and Elijah Solario taken out of bounds.
Late flag back by the quarterback. But that was another great play by Joseph Villa, reading the screen. It's hard to do as a corner or a linebacker. You're worried about getting into your depth, and then you got to come up and make a play.
Taco Works.
That's a rock star, people. That was a rock star.
A cold rock star at that. Sugar-free fruit punch. Always time for a cold one.
Cold rock star. That does sound good.
You want one?
No. They're all for you. You need all the energy. You're doing most of the talking.
I do a lot of talking. Oh, a hold against the Yellowjackets, pushing them back. I wish they'd mic up the referees around here. That'd be awesome.
Well, we'll have to we'll get some flashcards with the different signals, so that we'll quiz you on them.
Well, you can't even see them anyways because their backs are to us.
You know the safety symbol, though, don't you?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Trips to the left, single receiver to the right.
Ooh, good pressure by Meady.
Toss over the middle. That one's complete. Bringing Connor out of his seat. Micah Medina with the catch. And Adrian Guerrera with the completion over the middle. 1st and 10 from the 45. That's a 1st down.
Yeah, give the young man credit when credit's due. That was a great throw by Adrian Guerrera there. He's had a little bit of a rougher night since coming in. He wasn't prepared to be the starter, but that was his best throw of the night. A dart right over the heads of the linebackers, right underneath the safeties.
And at 3:53, we have a timeout, and I'm determined to get this one this time. If Weisenberg over there would lower his microphone, I could talk a little bit louder. At Hyundai Center Smithville, you'll find a solid selection of new Hyundais for sale, as well as carefully inspected lineup of pre-owned vehicles and a professional team of technicians that will, with the skills and equipment to handle all maintenance and repairs. Not only are we locally owned and operated, but we are proud Mission Prep alumni and parents. I did not know that part of it.
Oh, yeah.
That's a new one to me. Always learning something new every day. And don't forget about Taco Works. It's a Taco Works season as we are in the middle of football season. When you're planning those parties, get those Taco Works chips at your local vendor.
You know, I'll tell after the break, but a lot of people don't know this. There's different flavors of Taco Works.
Yeah.
Oh. Little screen.
And pushed out of bounds. No gain on that one.
I'm a bit of a Taco Works aficionado. So we've got the regular Taco Works, we've got the salsa Taco Works, and we've got the hot nacho Taco Works. What is your favorite, Brian, of the 3?
I have never had anything but the regular Taco Works.
My man, the salsa Taco Works will change your life. Thomas, they'll change your life. I only eat the salsa taco. I'm bringing a bag next week, okay? We're all going to go in on some Taco Works.
So I'll get the Catania Brothers beef jerky.
Sure.
We'll just have a party of some of the best
Some Rockstar, some Taco Works. It's going to stink in this booth.
Guerrero looking to throw. Checks down his receivers. Finally finds one. Complete again to Medina. Medina seems to be the magic man here late in the second corner, popping up at the right time for his quarterback.
It was great coverage by Mission Prep. He just, the quarterback had a long time to throw. He was back there for about 4 or 5 seconds. And Shelton popped the receiver, but forgot to do the most important thing. Forgot to wrap up, which gave him another couple extra yards. We got a big third down here with only 2:35 to left in the second.
Keith says salsa is his favorite.
That's right. It's the best, I'm telling you.
And the run out to the right side. Short yardage for Aaron Salazar, but enough for the Yellow Jackets first down.
Clock stops to move the chains.
Carrasco and number 7, Koa Crampton on the stop.
Salazar with the carry once again. Slow start for Salazar. Slow to get those wheels turning to move upfield.
Boy, you're right, though. He hands that thing off quick. That looked like almost a direct snap also.
And then Salazar just can't seem to turn his feet to get going fast enough. And the offensive line closes in, but he's gaining 5 or 6 yards. He's dragging people with him like the likes of Kardashian. Pass over to Romero Guerrero. Complete to Tejada, and Tejada into the end zone for the score. 36-yard pass.
Yeah, Cole Taylor was there, but just missed the tackle. He was in a good spot, but the shifty receiver makes a move. But if there is a silver lining of giving up a touchdown, it's that there's still 1 minute and 41 seconds left. Plenty of time for the Royals to get a score, especially with some of that speed that they have on their offense.
And 13-14 awaiting the extra point. And they're missing an extra man as that comes out. 11 on the field. It's the third extra point. We've missed a player. The low kick blocked. The Royals come up with it. And they call the play dead because you can't return an extra point.
I'm running anyways.
But it was a great block and an attempted return by Aiden Shelton. We're going to name him Shelton Benjamin tonight by the time the night's over.
The 3 phases of the game, Brian. You can see here that that's why it's so important. Special teams are so important. These are 2 teams that are pretty evenly matched. It's kind of been back and forth. But what have we seen? One team botched a snap on a punt that gave the Royals the ball inside the 5-yard line. The other team blocks a PAT and will now more than likely go into the half with a 1-point lead. Special teams. You cannot sleep on the special teams.
And I feel like one of the huge advantages Mission Prep has with their small numbers is part of their coaching staff. 2 of their coaches, former Marines.
Discipline.
The few, the proud, the Marines. So when they get to their players, they are the few, they are the proud, they are the Royals.
Yes.
You know, and that's what they do. They instill in, all you have are the brothers that are with you. There is nobody else. So go out there and get that job done. And that's what they've been doing.
You got to fight in that foxhole.
It's a beautiful thing. And here comes the deep kick into the hands of Kardashian. Breaks one. Kardashian taken down at the 36-yard line.
Well, you see that? There's some good sportsmanship there. Dan Fortes knocked a kid down and then helped him back up. Some coaches tell you not to help up the other team, but what's wrong with helping a guy up after you blast him? He knows what happened.
It's sportsmanship. They do that in the NFL. Like, help a brother up.
Help a brother up. All right, 1 minute and 36 left here in the second.
My question is, does Coach put the ball in the hands of Jackson Marsalic and let him fly?
He's looked pretty smooth all right tonight so far.
First pass of the drive, incomplete. intended for Clive Davidge.
Yeah, just laid it out there a little bit too far. Overthrew the defense and the offense on that one. But you like to see them going for it with 1:32 left. Might as well take a shot or two.
1:32, the clock stops on the incomplete pass. Royals potentially looking to go up, increase this score, get downfield, maybe into field goal range, boot one through the uprights.
Yeah, do we know the range of the kicker for Mission? Is he? Have we seen any of his?
At practice, I've seen him from about 30 yards out,
Nice.
uncontested.
30 yards out. That's a 40-yarder. About.
Well, no, I'm saying 30 yards.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, 30-yard field goal. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Uncontested. You know, that changes when you have two lines in front of you.
It's true. Pressure, lights.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you need IT management, full service IT management, make sure you reach out to Halo.
But, you know, he wasn't out there like stressing his leg that day. He was just warming up.
Yeah. It's not often you have high school teams with kickers that are. Yeah, I remember a couple years ago when I was working at the newspaper, I was covering Cajon, the team that I was actually watching Jaden Daniels play. They didn't even have a kicker.
Some teams don't. Some teams don't even believe in the kicking game these days because it's all about the numbers, and they run the numbers. And into the trainer's table, Kardashian, he comes up on fire. The Iceman jumping off the trainer's table like, I don't need a trainer. I need to play some football. What do you think has been the plus side so far for the Royals in this first half?
Well, offensively, they're able to control the line of scrimmage for most part. Most of their drives, they've been able to establish the run. And when you establish the run, then you can get your play action passes going. And defensively, it's just been the bend but don't break mentality that they've been able to hold so far. You know, they gave up scores, obviously, but they were scores that one was a short field and one was kind of just like a busted play there. Other than that, it's been really a solid showing on both sides of the ball.
Throw to
Got
the
his
near
arm
side. Going
Oh.
up with the catch, shaking one defender, can't get the second one off of his back, and pulled to the turf, Joseph Severia.
That was pretty fortunate there. The quarterback actually got his arm hit. Did you see that? And it kind of fluttered on him, but it gave time for Joseph to make that catch.
Did not see the contact behind the line of scrimmage. But Royals moved deep into Oxnard territory at the Oxnard 33-yard line. Marsalik,
Oh, no.
the ball comes loose. A miscommunication. But we've seen Marsalik and Kardashian.
I don't know if I like that play. They tried it earlier. It's like kind of it's a Statue of Liberty-esque draw, but it's just too casual in the way he's handing it off. They're trying to do the no-look handoff thing, and that's kind of what happened there.
And the Royals luckily recover that one with 43 seconds.
The time's really the killer now. Yeah, they were at a minute when they snapped that last ball.
And the Royals taking the timeout. We're going to join them in the timeout. We're going to catch our breath. We'll be right back with you here on Mission Sports TV. Our score from Mustang Memorial Field, 14-13. The Royals over to the Yellowjackets.
I would encourage people to take college classes while they're still in high school because most dual enrollment classes are free.
Get a head start at a California community college. With dual enrollment, earn college credits while you're still in high school.
Dual enrollment is such an important thing and lifesaver.
If I can do it, anyone can do it.
Check with your high school or community college counselor today. Save money and earn your college degree faster.
There's a lot of things in this world that will get in your way, but there's nothing that you cannot do.
Enroll now at icangotocollege.com.
And we're back underway. I'm going to try my best here. Thomas Bowden has moved to help coaches for a second. And the snap. Marsalik moves back. Pass incomplete. on the near side, and that brings up a second down and long, excuse me, a third down and long as we come back to the huddle with the Royals. 38 seconds here in the second quarter.
Yeah, he's throwing it to Davidge there again, and that one kind of floated on him just a little bit. It's tough in these situations because the defense knows what you're trying to do. You're trying to catch something near the sidelines so you don't have to waste a timeout. You can stop the clock. There's not a whole lot of options that you can get here.
Marsalic bringing the call from the sideline. Jackson gives the call at the huddle and a flag.
The delay of game.
That, okay.
It did seem quick, didn't it?
It did say a few seconds, but I wasn't counting, so I'll allow it.
I'll let them know. I'll go there. Hey, guys, Brian said that one's good. You're all right.
38 seconds, and it's a 3rd and 20.
Ooh.
Jackson keeping it himself. Marsalic got some room in front of him. Breaks 1, breaks 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's got a first down.
Got some wiggle, huh? I didn't know he had that in him. That was nice.
So Jackson jumping and jiving.
That play call I do like. That one was nice. The last thing you're expecting is a quarterback run right there.
And the Royals ready to go on the snap at the set of the chains. Ooh. And that pass incomplete popped up. And a volley's not what you want on a ball throwing up.
Yeah, that was just, there was two men right there trying to fit that in a tight window. And, I mean, to his credit, he really did fit it in there. He just kind of got Malachi crunched for his receiver there.
Marsalic getting described as a monster from Keith Hernandez.
Yeah, he is a monster.
21 seconds in the second quarter. Not 3:21, 21. Can we do it? Is the question at hand for the Royals. Marsalic checks down, throws incomplete pass, and the intended receiver is Kyle Crampton. And 3rd and 10 from the 21-yard line, 18 seconds.
After a really fast first quarter, this second quarter has definitely lasted a lot longer.
Yeah, tell of 2 quarters. It's going to be interesting what the second half brings to us.
Yeah, well, if we don't get, oh.
Marsalic chased out of the pocket and avoids the sack, gaining a good 5 yards.
No. We got a Royal down.
Meaty is down.
It's not Meaty because Meaty's standing there looking at him.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, remember, Kairos Senior Retreat next week. We wish all
We're looking to get a name. We'll be right back as we have an injury on the field. Mission Prep Football continues on Mission Sports TV.
I would encourage people to take college classes while they're still in high school because most dual enrollment classes are free.
Get a head start at a California community.
Lifesaver.
If I can do it, anyone can do it.
Check with your high school or community college counselor today. Save money and earn your college degree faster.
There's a lot of things in this world that will get in your way, but there's nothing that you cannot do.
Enroll now at icangotocollege.com.
It's usually about 7 yards back.
Welcome back. I almost said courtside. What the hell? Courtside. Welcome back, courtside. We got one great football game going on here. We got an injury on the field. 12 seconds to go.
Well, courtside, you're going to be courtside, later this year. You're going to be everywhere, Brian.
Okay. It's all right. We're going to time out. Can you call this play?
Yeah. Is it on? Is it going? All right. So we're going to find out about that field goal team. And we were talking a little bit earlier, and Brian said that in practice he saw him hit from around 30 yards. This one will be about 32. And it's blocked. Oxnard came around the corner, dove and blocked it, and that is almost how we will end the first half, as there is 6 seconds left here to go for Oxnard. Probably just some formalities, maybe a kneel down, maybe a handoff. I don't think we'll see any fireworks.
We do apologize for those interruptions.
Are we back and running?
I think so. Let's double check. Let's check the chat. Hopefully everybody's with us.
You know what? It's the first game of the season for us too, Brian. You know?
Yeah, I forget. I always forget something.
The refs, us, the players, we're all just working the kinks out.
And here comes what could be the final play. And they're in formation spread. Pass to the right side. That one's going to be almost intercepted. Broken up by the Royals.
Amazing coverage by Aiden Shelton right there. He was what you call in his hip pocket. Right in his hip pocket. He turned his head when the receiver turned his and put his arms out. But also another really good throw by this young kid, Guerrera. This junior, he's really coming around. It looked like he was a little nervous in the beginning. But I think we're in store for a fun second half.
Okay, our score here at the break, 14-13. We had a little technical difficulty. Luckily, it happened while we were in an injury. So we are now in a halftime break. I need to find a charging cable. Thomas Bowden's going to take a timeout. We're going to take the timeout with y'all, and we'll be right back with a halftime wrap-up as soon as we fix our technical issue. But thanks for hanging out with us. Welcome back to Mission Sports TV. That's right. I had a brain fart there for a second.
Forgot your own baby's name.
Yeah, the new spawn on the Central Coast. Don't be alarmed. Mission Sports TV. You can find us on the internet, MissionSportsTV.com. You can find us on YouTube, Mission Sports TV, with that little @ sign in front of it. And you can find us on Twitter as well, Mission Sports TV. I'm thinking about starting an Instagram.
Do it. TikTok, sky's the limit.
I'm anti-TikTok. I'm sorry. I don't want the Chinese knowing what's on my phone.
Oh, yeah.
They already know everything else about my life. They don't even know what's on my phone.
If they wanted to get in your phone, buddy, they'd already be in there.
I know. I know.
But maybe they want to watch some Mission Prep football, though.
But I already got the CIA looking in my phone. I don't need the Chinese as well. So our score here, 14-13. We've had a number of turnovers. The Mission Prep Royals have turned the ball over twice in this contest, as well as the Yellowjackets turning the ball over. It's been a back and forth, and our score now 14-13. The Royals looking to put up points late in the end of the second quarter. A blocked field goal, looking to go the other way, just ran out of time. Did the Yellowjackets to do anything with the ball at that point? But the Royals lead 14-13 with a blocked PAT of their own. So we have a blocked PAT, a blocked field goal, 3 fumbles.
Yep.
A bunch of things going on around these parts.
Yeah, it's a typical first game of the season kind of game. Everything's going to go a little bit wrong. Something's going to go haywire, and whoever can execute down the stretch is going to be the team that wins this game. Through 24 minutes, we can tell that these teams are pretty evenly matched. But the difference has been special teams and discipline. And like we know, we've got some Marines over there running our team. They're going to stick to discipline. They're going to cut down on the mistakes. I'm sure at halftime, Coach Schuster was talking to his boys about eliminating mistakes, mental errors. We can't be jumping off sides on third downs. We can't be dropping interceptions that hit us right between the eyes. And over time, if they're able to do that, I think they should be able to walk away with a win here today.
And a win is a great way to kick off the season. The Royals looking to pick up the win, something they didn't do last year. Last year was a tough struggle in San Diego, and I'm with them on that part. Not only did the Royals struggle in San Diego when they were down there, I struggled in San Diego. That was the worst broadcast of the modern age I have done. And it wasn't even the voice, it was the presentation. I didn't have a graphics. I didn't have anything lined up. I was doing stuff. You were watching numbers slide across the screen as I was broadcasting, and yeah, I was not prepared. So
you live and you learn, Brian. Look at all the graphics we got now. Our camera on the timer is way straighter than it was at halftime.
And we got it right. We got only one problem. It was the internet, and
right.
And it happened during an injury, so
yeah,
nobody missed anything.
Well, if you didn't even tell them, they wouldn't have even known.
Exactly. They just would have thought it was their own internet.
That's right. That's what we got to say.
But we're honest.
Honest broadcasters, not fraudcasters.
And the kick returned from the 15-yard line by the Royals. Cut it across field. Got some space. That's Ronnie Kardashian being pulled to the turf with a gator roll presented by Jeremiah Tumba.
Was that the 7-Eleven guy that goes, Kumbas or something? One of my kids has been saying that for a couple days. It got stuck in his head. Tumba, something like that.
Goomba. I don't know.
But this is, again, special teams. Look where the Royals are set up shop. They're set up at the 39-yard line. Great field position to start the second half.
Return from the 15 to the 39. Kardashian now with the pitch. Weaving back through the middle of the line. And the shoestring tackle by Ethan Conejo. And that is a second down and long for the Royals, and 9 yards for the first. And don't forget our presenting sponsor tonight, Hyundai San Luis Obispo. Labor Day sale coming up real quick over there. Give them a call. Check them out.
Yeah, I'll take the Hyundai Labor Day sale over Toyotathon any day.
And the turn, the handoff to Kardashian.
Uh-oh.
And Kardashian's got some space. Shakes one defender, shakes two, one to go. And he is pulled down inside the 25-yard line.
Gashes them. So you can see they had like, I think 5 down linemen did Oxnard on that play. It seems like maybe their fix in the halftime in the locker room was to get more beef on the line. But you know what? Mission Prep's used to that. That's how people play them. They always stack the box against the Royals. And like I told you guys before the break, they were really controlling the line of scrimmage, and they still are. Another nice hole for Kardashian. Runs the ISO up, picks up a handful.
And a scoreless first quarter. Total of 27 points in the second quarter. And the Royals sniffing in the end zone looking for their third touchdown of the contest.
Yeah, just outside the red zone. And just a great opening drive of the second half. That's why you always love to defer when you're the home team if you can. You want to be able to come out in the second half and kind of change the game.
And the run out to the left side, Kardashian gets shoestring tackled at the 15-yard line.
Man, you're right. Just barely got him by the shoestrings, just on this. Tripped him up just a little bit. Sam Bryan out
Pinched
there on
the
the
cleat.
edge. Yeah.
And Sean Reeves, who looks like he got in a fight with the lawnmower, and the lawnmower won.
We got the PA guy saying jokes out here.
Yeah. He's trying to give a new Ginger Hulk name out to Sean Reeves, I guess. But
Yeah, maybe it's like passed down, you know. Every year there has to be one.
then I'm the Almighty Hulk.
Yeah, sure.
The Ultimate Hulk. Under center and the flag. Who jumped?
I think that was Oxnard. Yep.
We've got flags on the field, and that is a
And subbing in for Oxnard, Angel Lopez.
The Ginger Hulk took his hat off, and his haircut is not much better. It must be an alumni 2025 seniors thing.
He's out here riffing now.
Wow. We'll have to come up with some jokes about Weisenberg over there. Battle of the Voices.
Yeah.
Under center, Marsalik hands off to Kardashian and plows up the middle. And taken down at the 7-yard line.
Nice pickup for the Royals.
And speaking of backs, you mentioned that Drew Harrigan on the Hancock roster. Another Royal on the Hancock roster, Jaden Noziel.
Yeah. A key departure for the Royals. You know, he was a great DB last year, especially I think he had 3 interceptions. And I love when local kids go play at Hancock. You know, when I went and played there, it had been a while since local kids were playing, and it's a really great place to kind of earn your stripes.
And the toss out to the right side. And the down at the 4-yard line, 3rd down and goal. And Rick Aguilar doing a great job with that program down there.
He was there when I was playing there. He was only the D-line coach back when I was playing there under Coach Dutra. But now Rick's taken over, and he's doing a great job. I think they're in a different league than they used to be. We used to play Cerritos and all those big schools. Now they're schools more their size. Ooh, nice spin.
And a cover up in the middle. The Yellow Jackets swarm the ball. And a short yardage gain for the Royals. And it's 4th and goal. We're in the mud now here.
Right, that 4th and 1. They're probably going to bring in that double power beefy meaty eye again, I bet. Well, maybe not. I don't see him out there. That's what I would do. Get the big guy in there.
We've had some problems kicking the ball, so we're not going to see a kick here probably. And the Royals coming out. Marsalic with the call.
Now, you can't kick from the 1. You just got to go for it. Even if you don't get it, they're stuck on the 1 also.
And a flag comes in
Too excited.
on the
Oh.
defense.
Offsides on the Yellowjackets.
What do you have to lose jumping off sides on the 1? They only gain about an inch.
We've got 4th and 1 for the Royals.
An inch can make a difference in some worlds. Like the world of football.
That's right.
It's a matter of inches sometimes, and that couple inches they gave them could be resulting in a touchdown right now on this next play.
Oh.
Kardashian slow to draw off the handoff, and he is stuffed.
It was a good effort by Kardashian, but he just got grabbed by 2 or 3 people, and he was a little bit too high as he tried to make a move.
And he comes up a hair and a sniff short. It is 1st and 10 from inside the 1.
Maybe we can get our first safety this time.
6:20 here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, they took up almost half of the quarter right there with that drive. You know, you'd love to see it end in points, but if it doesn't end in points, the next best thing could be literally starting as close to the goal line as you possibly can.
And for those wondering about technical difficulties, our camera has fallen out the window twice tonight. And I fished it back up.
That's right. Oh, they're going to try to run to the right here probably with that bunch.
And
unless
we
they're
got
gonna
a
flop
bunch
one.
to the and a jump at the line.
All right, we need to start looking at the ball. They need to start looking at the ball. Everyone needs to look at the ball. Enough of these encroachment penalties.
Follow the ball, not the cadence.
Offsides on the Royals.
That hurts.
And what could have been potentially a disaster
We
now
knew a play
favors
was
the
coming,
Yellow
too.
Jackets as they move upfield on the carry. And moving the ball quite hastily is Salazar. Coming up short of the 20 to the 19, and that is a 1st down on a huge pickup from the 6. Our score 14-13. Royals over the Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets
Nice
driving
play,
and a tackle
Meaty.
at the line. That is Meaty Ferralis.
Great job. Way to use his hands. Wax on, wax off. Gets defenders' hands off of you. And stick your face in the hole.
And Ferralis just turned around and gave a nod to his family screaming. You can hear him over there. He has his own cheering section. You hear that?
I can hear it, yeah.
Exactly that. And a shout out from Weisenberg, and Meaty turned around and gave a little nod on the field. Looking to make another stop, 2nd and 9 for the Yellow Jackets. Rolling out, looking to throw a deep one. Intended receiver out of bounds. Incomplete pass. Intended for Aranda.
Yeah, he was close. It was a nice catch, but just ran out of real estate. It's hard for the quarterback rolling to his left as a righty. It's a hard throw to make to try to keep it in bounds. Your momentum's pushing you left.
Guerrera doing a great job finding the receiver downfield. Just ran out of the sideline. Taking him out of bounds, incomplete pass. 5:13, 2nd quarter. Ball's on the 20. A 3rd and 9 for Oxnard. Driving left to right. Guerrera checks his receivers. Pressure coming.
That might be
Ball
a fumble.
hit on the pass. They're going to say an incomplete pass. Though there's no whistle. I haven't heard a whistle.
I don't know. That looked like some Tom Brady tuck rule right there. I think that thing was loose. Let's go to Owen Main in the corner, getting all the pictures. He's probably got a perfect picture that'll show us.
Right? An incomplete pass. This is where we need the instant replay, slow-mo.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
And a 4th and 9. The first time we've seen the punt unit for the Bulldogs, the Yellow Jackets.
No, it's the second time. The first time they snap it over his head. Into
Oh,
the end zone.
yes, that is correct. Thank you.
Oh, no.
And that's a short one.
And he hit him, though. Making too many mental mistakes right now, Mission.
And getting lippy following that is Miguel Yanez. Knowing he got hit, he decided to turn around and.
Yeah, that was Eddie Turrentine. He knows what he did. You can see Schuster talking to him, or I think that's Schuster. I can't tell. Yeah, Schuster's talking to him right now, and he is very unhappy because you know you cannot hit the punter. Defense just did all that work to get off the field, and now new life given to the Yellow Jackets. Look at the field position. The Royals would have had the ball inside the 40 or so. Just a killer of momentum.
Eddie Turrenton, fun fact, fellow Ginger.
Oh, there you go.
A 15-yard penalty.
Can't you guys like all talk to each other like mentally? Like,
telepathy, yeah.
Yeah, next time, tell him, Eddie, hold up.
I'll try. I'll try my best.
And then also maybe tell him you could use some tri-tip sandwiches in the booth.
And we are 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line, 15-yard penalty, following the roughing the kicker. And Seth Orozco with the tackle. 6-yard pickup for Oxnard. 2nd and 4 from the 41, 4:36 on the clock. Fastly approaching the end of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and this game's moving quick.
8:45 on the clock on the West Coast. If you're around the world joining us, please let us know.
Oh, yeah, well, that last time we were on, there was like somebody from like Scotland or somebody.
From England, it was a Harrigan family member. It was one of Drew's brothers.
Wonderful.
So the only place we haven't been is space.
Okay.
We've been around the world.
I'll get on that.
Yeah, we're right. We're so close to Vandenberg. They got to help us out.
That's right.
Maybe I got to give a call to Elon Musk or something.
Yeah, just one of those Starlink launches, just throw it on YouTube. It's cool. Just tape it to the outside. It can affect the aerodynamics.
Yeah. Just put a phone out there for us. He can put a rocket out there with a car on it.
That's right. Bunch formation again.
Inside Royals territory at the 49-yard line. Toss over the middle, complete
Good
to
tackle.
Rhonda. And the tackle issued.
He's feeling himself on the tackle. That was
By
Aiden Shelton.
Aiden Shelton, the gold standard today.
Great tackle, not just because it looked pretty, but he was kind of all alone in space right there. That's kind of a scary place to be. When you're able to not only get him on the ground, but send him straight to his back, that's when you're allowed to step over with a little bit of swagger.
And that one taken down short of the first down marker, the 41-yard line. Seth Orozco in on the stop. That brings a 3rd and short.
Mission Prep student section's trying to get loud right now. They're trying to give their team a lift.
And the run by Salazar gives enough for the first down inside the 30 to the 29.
That bunch formation's been giving Mission fits all night. They run that outside kind of zone. Looks like an outside zone. And then off of it, they do the play action also. And it's kind of been the one play that really has kept them in this ball game for the most part. That outside run has been accounted for most of their big gains on the ground. And then the rollout off of it, or just the drop back, it's also proved difficult to stop.
First and 10, 29-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hand off to Salazar, and Salazar gets tangled up by Shelton and Orozco.
Yeah, great tackle on the outside, but again, that was meaty getting in there and making him bounce it outside. It was a great job by the interior D-line tonight.
28-yard line, a 2nd and 9. 1:30 on the clock, third quarter action. August 24th, 1 p.m. here at Mustang Memorial Field. Cal Poly Soccer hosting Pacifica, women's soccer that is. Come out and join them.
A little blitz maybe?
And the throw down the line, pass complete
Oh no,
to
you gotta wrap
Medina.
up.
And jumping and jiving, bobbing and weaving, trying to get the first down, coming up short at the 25-yard line.
Well, it's something that we were talking about each other, me and you, Brian, before we came on the broadcast is if we had to take something away from the scrimmage Mission had, it was that they were having some issues tackling. And that's a tricky thing to practice with such a small team because most injuries in practice come from getting tackled. So it becomes this kind of, do I practice tackling to get better or do I not risk getting injuries? And they've been pretty good here tonight, but they've had a couple slip-ups.
And the handoff to the back. Lumlin with the carry. And
That might be the last snap
and
of the quarter. Maybe not. Did he go out of bounds?
they're saying run the clock. The clock runs.
Yeah.
And he comes up short of the first down. 4th and 1 from the 20. And the end of the third quarter has arrived. We have 12 minutes to go. The Royals lead by 1, 14-13. The Royals are trying to get the stop here and in the red zone. It is a 4th and 1 from the 20-yard line.
Yep.
As we switch ends of the field into the final quarter.
I can tell you right now what Coach Schuster's saying in that huddle. If any of you jump off sides on this 4th down, you're running until you puke or something like that.
And stay with us in the chat. Don't go anywhere. Come on.
Watch the ball. Watch the ball. If they come out in that trips bunch formation, be weary of the outside zone. But you know they're going to try to hard count.
And Mike Sharp over there dancing away, apparently. I can't see him, but he's over there.
I just assume he's dancing.
Yeah, because Ryan Weisenberg's saying so. And our score from Tulare, St. Joseph 21, Tulare 21.
Templeton Eagles are trailing Edison. Yeah, the Edison, the big Edison. 7-8 at half.
The Tigers out of Fresno? I've been there.
Correctamundo.
Oh, no. Somebody stay where you are.
They might not even have a play call. They might just be. Oh, no.
And the handoff to Salazar. Salazar with the first down inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. And a fresh set of downs for the Yellow Jackets.
And this is just where that roughing the punter penalty is huge. Uh-oh, we've got Koa Crampton kind of coming off. Feels like he might have a cramp. No pun intended.
And Corey Esmond chiming in. Her son RJ up at Nevada doing some hefty work up there. Part of the offensive line.
Here the student section's coming down. Love to see that.
The pass complete to the 9-yard line. The stop by Seth Orozco. And somebody stole my roster.
You handed it to me.
And the completion to Alder Kubrick.
Kubrick?
Number 47, Kubrick.
Oh, no. Kubik.
Kubik. I'm adding letters to that. Yes,
you're,
I
you're
am.
already alphabet souping it.
I just wanted to be Kubrick so bad. I'm sorry. Kubik.
Oh.
I will say it right for the rest of the game. Kubik. I got 10 minutes to do it.
Man, there was a
And
scrum
that one's
right
a
there.
yeah, that one's a drive to the line. And it's either a photo finish or just a yard short.
Ladies and gentlemen, we came up a
Oh,
little
we
bit
have an
short. We have
injury.
a yellow jacket down on the
And we are a yard short with an injury on the field. We'll be right back.
I would encourage people to take college classes while they're still in high school because most dual enrollment classes are free.
Get a head start at a California community college. With dual enrollment, earn college credits while you're still in high school.
Dual enrollment is such an important thing and lifesaver.
If I can do it, anyone can do it.
Check with your high school or community college counselor today. Save money and earn your college degree faster.
There's a lot of things in this world that will get in your way, but there's nothing that you cannot do.
Enroll now at icangotocollege.com.
And welcome back. Being helped off the field very slowly is Tejada. And we're about to get underway, but we're going to wait for Tejada to fully get off the field.
That would be nice, huh? Wouldn't it?
Yeah, the officials said, let it go.
Wow.
And a drive at the line. Does he cross over to the other side?
Nope.
second and 1 for the Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and goal from the 1. Doesn't get taken to the other side.
What a game this has been, huh? Close all night. This one might come down to the wire.
Trips to the right, single receiver to the left, a back in the backfield.
Just trying to spread out
Lomelin.
those defenders. Yep.
And the handoff to Loman takes a big hop from Seth
Yeah,
Orozco.
no.
Holy smokes.
Ray Cordova was in there too. It looked like number 20, I think. Great job by the defense so far.
Orozco just jumping up there and delivering that first hit, which stopped that the forward momentum, and then it was all to the turf from there.
I thought it was interesting they were running Lomelin there when they've got the big back, and they just brought him back in. Salazar's back in there now. And here's the trips.
They've
It's
had
gonna-
some success running out of this.
They're gonna, yep, it's gonna run to the left. Yep, yep. And again, we gotta make an adjustment to that formation. That formation's eating us alive tonight.
And a 1-yard pickup for the score for Salazar. And our score is 19-14.
Now, do you go for 2? Do you try to kick it again? Decisions.
And the third quarter scoreless, now in the fourth quarter.
Student section getting their steps in. Now they're migrating back to the other side.
Plenty of seats still available.
That's true.
If you're looking to come out for a great high school contest, high school football here at Cal Poly, a beautiful venue.
Quads this time. Wow, quad bunch.
And going for 2 on this play, rolling out. And a flag comes out on the sideline.
Offensive pass interference, maybe? Did he push off? How do you got real open? Yep, that's what they called it.
He also signaled that it was good.
You have to, the act of scoring, he did score. Oh, the leaked out too far. Okay. Illegal man downfield, meaning that one of the offensive linemen was more than 2 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Pushes him back 5 yards. Another try.
Now you might think about kicking it.
(9-14). 19-14 is our score. And the Yellow Jackets took the huddle at the line of scrimmage. That was a very close huddle to the line. And a shift into the trips quad formation. And the pitch to Salazar and the reversal.
Reverse
and
pass.
the toss.
Oh!
Incomplete.
Too tricky. He could have just ran that in himself.
Wide,
Wanted to throw it.
wide open. Yeah, he could have put the wheels to the turf and took it in. Aranda incomplete to Guerrera. And it is a 5-point lead for the Oxnard Yellowjackets. Excuse me. 19-14 is our score. And we are left here with the Royals now with 9 minutes to work the clock. Plenty of time with plenty of options.
Yeah. No concerns with time, just concerns with quality, right? You probably can get 2 possessions in this quarter, you know, but they have had some long drives, so you're going to want to try to score with this possession if you can. You don't want to leave it up to the defense, as they just had a little bit of a struggle stopping the run that last drive.
And at the end of the third quarter in Tulare, 21-21 St. Joseph versus Tulare. A scoring update, we are a little bit ahead of them in time. This game moving a little fast. Kardashian with the reception on the kick. And quickly wrapped up at the 35-yard line. And good field position for the Royals to start with 9 minutes and some change to play with. And plenty of cards left in the deck for the Royals to issue out.
Yep, we have to not make mistakes in this drive. It's important. We can't have offsides. We can't have a holding. Penalties are killing drives. And I think they can do it. Let's see if they can put it together.
Luckily, the defense isn't on the field to jump off sides. And Marsalic hands off to Kardashian, and Kardashian finds 4 yards on the carry out to the left side. 8:55, clock rolling here in the final quarter. And another Yellow Jacket on the turf, possibly cramps. It was a warm day out
I
here.
was just going to say, it's a hot day. If they weren't pounding water all day. Yeah, it looks like a cramp.
Stretching them out, and we'll be right back. We continue on.
Pickle juice.
I would encourage people to take college classes while they're still in high school because most dual enrollment classes are free.
Get a head start at a California community college. With dual enrollment, earn college credits while you're still in high school.
Dual enrollment is such an important thing and lifesaver.
If I can do it, anyone can do it.
Check with your high school or community college counselor today. Save money and earn your college degree faster.
There's a lot of things in this world that will get in your way, but there's nothing that you cannot do.
Enroll now at icangotocollege.com.
It's gross. To me, at least.
Yeah, pickle juice is a great way to get rid of cramps if you cramp often. And pickle juice and water. Also drinking electrolytes like electrolyte drinks. Like I don't want to say any brand names because nobody sponsors us, but you know what I'm talking about.
We might scare away the other electrolyte companies, you know,
Yeah.
if we say one.
But I've had 3 electrolyte drinks today
Good, good.
because I knew this was going to be a hot day up here and it was going to be a battle on the field, and I wanted to be ready, no cramps.
Well, you had a lot of stairs to go up and down, too.
Yeah, I didn't want any cramps. Now, the question is, are they going to allow him to get off the field before they start this game? No. No.
I thought player safety was a top concern. I'm not sure these refs agree.
They're saying, let's go, and he's still walking.
Nice
Pass
throw.
over the middle, complete, and immediately taken down. A solid completion to Koa Crampton with the completion.
No pun intended.
Yes, no puns intended. That is his last name.
That was a great throw by the quarterback there. Hit his back foot and just released it right on time. Didn't even give the D-line a chance to wreck that play. And like we said it all night, if you're running the ball effectively, that play action is always going to be open.
Thank you for the update on the camera there, Thomas. Coming out of the break, we want to give you the right camera. Bring back the end zone camera. And that one pushed up the middle for a short yardage gain. Ronnie Kardashian with that carry. I'm going to say by now, Ronnie's carried the ball well, plus 20-plus times this night. Can't wait to see the final tally in the scorebook from Coach tomorrow. See if I still have access to that Huddle account.
Yeah, there you go. I'll just bust out my Huddle account, too. Maybe I can find my old highlight tapes, huh?
We did have confirmation last year that Thomas was on the roster.
Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't labeled as anybody, but he was on the roster. Like a player, as a player. So that was pretty great.
Oh, goodness.
And he sneaks out, does Marsalic. He walked out of that pocket, pushed out of bounds after a few-yard carry, and tapped out of bounds by Aranda.
I was watching the guard, and I don't know if that was intentional or not, but he opened to the left and then did a 360 to come back around. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. Tricky little play, though, either way.
But he seemed like he just stepped out of the pocket with nobody there. It was like, oh, I'll just walk away.
I'll just run over here.
6:57, the Royals moving the ball well.
This is a huge play right here.
They're facing a 3rd and 4 from the 46-yard line.
And you don't need to get all of it here because you're probably going to go for it. Maybe not, though. 6 minutes.
Pass down the line, complete to Betancourt.
Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close.
And they're not going to give, are they going to give him the yardage? That is the question.
Yes, they are.
They're going to move the sticks.
Good job. That's a hard play call to make in that situation. You know, we haven't seen that play all night. They haven't thrown a quick screen like that, a receiver screen out there, a little smoke screen action, and a lot of things can go wrong when you throw the ball like that. A lot of coaches don't want to throw the ball if they don't have to. Kudos to Coach Schuster on that play call.
1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. The pitch to Kardashian.
Space.
Left side. Running. The Jets turned on. And the Iceman drives past for the 1st down.
Yeah, that was a great run right there. A lot of space on the outside, and he turned the Jets on and then laid the hammer down. You can see the safeties for the Yellow Jackets thinking twice right now. They're like, oh, man, that one kind of hurt.
That was a 15-yard pickup by Kardashian. 5:55 on the clock.
Ideally, if you're Coach Schuster, you would like for this to be the last possession of the game. You'd love to take it down to about a minute when you score so you're not worried or concerned, or even zeros around there.
His team has done well running the offensive clock. I think they've only had one offensive clock penalty this whole contest, and it was what we thought was a short.
Yeah. Well, Mission kind of is always in the 4-minute offense, right? They're never really quite in a hurry. If you're running the ball a lot, you want to give your linemen a chance to catch their breath. You know, you see the proliferation of the spread offenses and all the quick, as fast as you can snap it. That's kind of how Mission Prep makes their way through. Is they're a little bit different now. The old school is now almost like the new thing because no one really does it that way anymore.
Marsala given the instructions. Thomas O'Carroll, the center for Marsalic. Marsalic rolling out, throwing this one with pressure from behind him. The pass complete to Dan Fortes.
His spidey sense was tingling on that one. There was a free rusher off the blind side. I was getting concerned that he might not have seen him, but he got rid of that ball just in time. We've got another Yellow Jacket on the field. This Mission Prep Royals team has been very physical tonight.
And our stoppage in time at 4:33 with the injury. We'll be right back Thanks for joining us. Mission Prep trails 19-14 against the Yellowjackets.
I would encourage people to take college classes while they're still in high school because most dual enrollment classes are free.
Get a head start at a California community college. With dual enrollment, earn college credits while you're still in high school.
Dual enrollment is such an important thing and lifesaver.
If I can do it, anyone can do it.
Check with your high school or community college counselor today. Save money and earn your college degree faster.
There's a lot of things in this world that will get in your way, but there's nothing that you cannot do.
Enroll now at icangotocollege.com.
Coach is over there talking, or Coach Schuster and Coach Gunny talking with the team right now as the offense clears the field, allowing Raiden Gomez to get off the field after some cramps. What do you think Coach is telling his offense in this timeout?
Well, it depends on what he wants to do, right? If you're truly keen on this being the last possession, then you're probably drawing up something that's actually going to get you maybe more like 5 yards because you're going to go for it on 4th down. If you're throwing the ball right now, you're telling your quarterback, don't throw the interception. If you need to go down, we have another play. But there's a lot of space.
And Kardashian looking to get outside. One man to beat. And that man chasing him down, Nathaniel Mousa. Nathaniel Mousa with the stop, the sophomore with some wheels, trying to catch up to Kardashian and does just that. But Kardashian picks up the first down as the Royals drive stays alive, 4:12 on the clock.
A little rhyme right there.
Sometimes I can do it, but I just can't write it enough to make an album. I'm no Slim Shady.
Yeah.
No Mom Spaghetti. And the handoff, trying to get down, and does just that. Give that man his 3rd touchdown of the night. Ronnie Kardashian with a 10-yard touchdown, his longest of the night.
Yeah, he just refuses to go down right there. He ran into a tackler, stayed on his feet, and was able to cut back in to get into the end zone for a huge Mission Prep touchdown. The only problem is, did they leave too much time? 4 minutes is an eternity.
4:05, the defense has played well, and the defense has played well enough to slow down Oxnard.
Absolutely.
So that
Except
might
for
play.
that last drive was the only drive where they really went the whole way down and punched it in, you know? But it was aided by, oh, no, you don't want to use a timeout on PAT, but you really got to make sure you make this one.
I think Coach is going a different route because Marsalic walked into the huddle.
Maybe they're going for 2, trying to get a 3-point lead.
Jackson Marsalic walked into the huddle. They're making some adjustments. The big man just walked in. I think Meady just came into the huddle. They're moving players around.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Protect against the 3.
Nope, Meady's going to the sideline. He's going to get a breather.
He's well earned. This is a
The
huge
defensive
call
stud,
here.
Ethan Orozco, to the sidelines. Kardashian staying in. Coach in the huddle. And the play being handed off to Jackson Marsalic.
Yeah, give the cheerleaders some love, too. They're over there getting hyped for the student section, doing a good job.
And Marsalic in for the 2-point conversion on this play. Our score 20-19. The Royals leading. I got to make an adjustment on the score. I put 20 up for them. There we go. Make an adjustment. My score was wrong on the board. 20-19. 4th quarter.
Gotta be careful of their delay of the game here. They're taking a minute.
Marsalic under center. And there is the delay of game.
Ay, ay, ay.
The Royals potentially going up by 3 here to complete the 2-point conversion. Marsalic back to the sideline for an updated play as the Royals now have more yardage to work with in the end zone.
It's a good way to think about it. I like it. You put it in a positive frame. They got more yards to work with now. Try the toss again. Yep.
And Kardashian jumps outside, weaves back in, and
Woo!
finds the end zone. And Kardashian cleans it up. And the Royals with a 3-point lead. So this has to go down to a score at least. If they want to win, they have to score something. Oxnard. There's no questions asked now.
Yeah. They have to score something.
Yeah, to stay in there.
I got you. I hear you.
It's not just, it's not just like a field goal wins it. They have to either
Yep.
score the touchdown or have to score a field goal to keep up with them at this point.
That's right. Yeah, it's a huge play. It was a great cutback by Kardashian there, too. He kind of looked like they had him dead to rights, strung out on the sideline, and he stuck that left foot in the ground and whoop, 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 cut back on 3 people. It's almost a shame it only counts for 2.
It counts for more than 2 if you think about it. Because it's 19-22. I don't know.
Nah, I get what you're saying. It's 3.
Counts for 3, really. Yeah, let's go. Keith Hernandez. That looks like
Hernandez.
That looks like what is that? Pink hippo. What is that?
Is that one of those Labubus?
I don't know. I thought it had a name, like a pink hippo, like
I think
from one of the shows.
I think that's just a hippo. Aren't hippos pink?
I don't know. I thought it was like a show from a show or something. I don't know.
Maybe is that the English? I don't know.
Yeah, from that the British show.
The only British show I know is that YouTube video where the kid goes, "Charlie bit my finger."
What about Downtown Abbey?
Oh, it's Downton Abbey.
Oh, I thought they were downtown.
They're downtown in Abbey. It's just hanging out.
Yeah, like mall rats.
We're having fun in the booth. I hope you guys are having fun at home.
Appreciate everybody being with us tonight.
Remember, next Friday is a day off for you Royals. But make sure
4:05 on the clock, bringing the scoreboard cam back in. 22
real
to
quick,
19.
we've
Go
got
ahead.
a minute here. I'm going to thank some of our sponsors again. The Galley Seafood Grill and Bar, Simon's and Associates, our favorite, one of our favorites, I should say, Taco Works. We've got Crush Works, Halo Office, Farm Fresh LLC, Central Coast Orthopedics, Brian O'Carroll, DPM, Caliber Audit and Attest, the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, Tascadero, got you covered, Vero Mortgage, Burt Industrial Supply, Garrett Orthodontics, Ferrari Development, Central Coast Orthopedics, Hyundai San Luis Obispo, Adventus Health, Ambience Luxury Boutique, and San Miguel Garbage.
And a special shout out to Hyundai San Luis Obispo, the presenting sponsor for football for 3, 4, maybe 5 years running now for this broadcast. So we appreciate them being along with us. And the run up the far side, and that was a horse collar and a half. Those flags flying in from every which way.
An extra 15 yards. It's not the best way to start off this drive. Defense is going to have to come through with a short field once again.
As we await the call, the officials giving the decision to the white hat. And the direction in favor of the Yellow Jackets. Personal foul infraction, face mask. 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, marched it out. March it out, Zebra.
They jogged that one off.
That's right.
Did you know the Zebras can wear shorts?
I didn't.
I did not know that until I was in the Central Valley scrimmage last week, and they all had shorts on.
Wow.
And
Maybe just in severe instances of heat.
probably. And the
I mean,
stop
why
in the
not?
backfield.
Who cares if we can see their legs or not? What's this penalty for? 12 men in the huddle? Oh no. Mission. What are we doing, boys?
And the officials speaking this one over. Taco Works, proud sponsor of Mission Prep Football.
The field conversation at midfield.
The official on the near side is going, I feel left out. What are you guys talking about?
All right, guys, come on, let's get it together. This is not what we need right now. It's kind of an intense part in the game. I kind of like to watch some football right now.
Yeah, like this is just killing the momentum.
You guys can talk about whose house you're going to go gamble at after the game.
Unfortunately, we're not keeping track of those tackles in the booth. We're going to say a handful and a half. Yeah, we got people double streaming, triple streaming while they're streaming video games.
That's right.
We got fans all over the world putting in some work for us tonight, and we love you all. Seth Orozco, he's been a beast tonight. He's definitely a front runner, one of the front runners for player of the game, along with Joe Villa and Ronnie Kardashian, all putting in work tonight. Royals leading 22-19. 3:40 after another penalty marched off in favor of Oxnard. The run by Salazar out to the near side, and slow to get those feet turning yet again to turn the corner. It's like a running back with lead shoes. I'm watching him, and he's just
heavy-footed.
Yeah, move upfield guy. Let's turn that corner.
Well, it's good for us. I'm so bummed that the Royals have given up basically 60 yards of field position with just penalties on this drive so far.
But yeah, I talk about how lead-footed he seems to be, but he churns off 7 yards.
He's a 3 yards in a cloud of dust kind of guy. Yeah, 4 yards every here and there. Now they got the speeder back in.
And looking to throw this one.
There it is!
The interception.
I told you we were going to get one, Brian! I told you!
And the interception. In the words of Kevin Richardson, the odds of probability were in favor of the Royals. It was bound to happen.
They went to the well one too many times with the double posts, or it was a dig maybe in a post, and he sailed it a little bit high on the throw. What's going on now? Are they taking away the pick?
They just want to decide this game themselves like the NFL does.
Well, it looks like they're...
I don't know. There's another penalty on the play.
It's a penalty on the Royals. They're negating the interception. Oh, never mind. That was confusing. Okay, Zebras, enough. Enough. I've had enough.
I think Coach Schuster would have gone 300 status on him.
Yeah, we would have seen the Marine come out.
He would have gone 12 rounds.
I don't even know if we said that was Davidge on the interception. Great job from the safety position, reading the quarterback, and this time squeezing the ball.
A first and whatever from the 9. First and 20. Well, first and 10 from the 9. That's where they're going to start. So they marked off the yardage and then gave them the first down. So not the first down and then the yardage.
The penalty must have come after the interception. It must have been like a block in the back or something. I wasn't watching the ref.
So the Royals pitch it out to Kardashian, and Kardashian holding on out across the 10-yard line.
2 hands on the ball. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I thought there was another flag.
And
the dump truck.
And the timeout.
That was their first timeout of the half, so they have 2 left.
The Yellowjackets have called the timeout. We have 3:08 on the clock. The Royals are up 22-19.
So Clive Davidge with the interception. 3 touchdowns from Kardashian. A slew of tackles from Seth Orozco.
And Joseph Villa.
And Joe Villa breaking up passes, tackles, into the backfield, doing everything else he needs to do on defense.
Let's throw Meaty's hat in the ring. Had a sweet block on a touchdown, had some great tackles.
And we appreciate you being with us. Steezy Steve
Steezy, baby.
Steezy Stev, because there's no E at the end of it, so we're going to go with Stev.
All right.
But we appreciate you too. Happy to be here. Mission Sports TV, premiere debut across the universe.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Echoing into the universe all the way through. You know, they say that giant asteroid coming at us might be aliens. Maybe they're tuning in.
Yeah, hopefully that's why they're coming. They want to meet me.
Yeah, that's why.
It's all about
Got
me.
him. Oh,
and the deep pass.
He's taking the deep one.
Cole
Oh.
Taylor almost gets his paws on it. And that meteor just too hot to handle.
It was that's nice. It was a great throw. It was a better throw than I thought he was going to make because he was in a full sprint. But he did miss Koa Crampton, who was running the out right there. I think he would have been able to get the first down. But who can blame him? When you see your guy over the top, you just want to let it go. Big third down here. I know I feel like I'm a broken record. I keep saying that. But with 3 minutes left.
Yellow Jackets fans chiming in. Mark Cortez looking for a Yellow Jacket stop.
Well, what that pass does for the Yellow Jackets is it helps them save their timeouts now, too. Because of the incompletion, there's still 2 timeouts for the Yellow Jackets. And if they are able to get a stop here, they should have pretty good field position.
3rd and 8. Flag on the field. Short yardage gain.
We've got a flag on the field.
Looks like it might be on the Royals. Looks like they're going to decline it. They'd rather keep it with 4th down. False start.
Waved off. You are correct.
And the Yellow Jackets are declining the penalty.
So that brings up a 4th down and 8. And a Yellow Jackets timeout
Okay.
at 2:55. This has been a very solid
It's been the best. This is
event.
perfect night, perfect temperature. Football's back. We got college football on tomorrow from Ireland.
Yeah.
And you know what? We should really give a shout out to the Oxnard fans. Like they brought a lot of people. It's a good
Yeah,
job.
that's a good 3-hour drive from Oxnard
Yeah.
to Cal Poly. And they made it all the way up here. So I appreciate you all coming out. If you're up here, you're not tuning in because you're watching the game live. But if you're going to watch this one later, we do appreciate
Maybe they're watching on their phones.
Yeah, we do appreciate everybody chiming in. The fans that couldn't make it joining us on the broadcast. Remember, every game all season live here on Mission Sports TV, free. Every game live is free on Mission Sports TV.
Make sure this snap gets in his hands. Good.
And the punt is
Oh,
off the side of the
no.
shoe.
Oh, boy.
Takes a Royals bounce and the pickup. He should have called grenade, but Sam Bryant wanted to take a shot at the end zone with 2:46, and this is going to be a huge defensive stance that the Royals are going to have to take.
Yeah. Yep. You never wanted the punt to go just a few yards past where the first down marker was. That is not what you're looking for if you're Mission. And once again, this defense is going to have to come up clutch.
This defense, the defense in a whole might be the players of the game.
It's very true. The defense has been very clutch tonight. They're going to need to do it at least one more time.
The trips in motion. This is a play that's been struggling all night for the Royals to stop. Salazar in the backfield. And they feed it to Salazar. As Cortez asks, feed it to Salazar.
It's just a numbers game. The Mission's not running man. They're running a zone. So when they motion everybody over there, Mission still has somebody on the other side. And so they get outflanked. And it's just something they haven't been able to adjust to so far in this game.
Trips to the right, single receiver to the left, handoff to Salazar. And the numbers game catches up to Salazar there. And jumping in to make the stop, Koa Crampton.
He gets the first down, though. That's what he was really going for. 2 minutes.
4 yards and a cloud of dust, as you say, for Salazar. 2 minutes now left in the contest. Royals by 3. The pass. Intercepted again into the end zone. That is a touchback for the Royals, bringing it out to the 20-yard line. And the tower of
interceptions.
numbers result in 2 interceptions.
I said it earlier, there's going to be opportunities for Mission Prep to make some plays on the defense tonight, especially with the second-string quarterback. It's unfortunate that Oxnard's starting quarterback went out in the first quarter after the first drive, but you know that in tight situations, when you have someone in there that doesn't have a lot of reps, you're going to have opportunities to make plays, and winning teams capitalize on those mistakes.
Stick with us for the post-game show. We'll have a quick wrap-up of all the scoring in this contest. 151 remaining. We'll also announce the Mission Prep Player of the Game.
The MPP.
And if you own a local business and you want to sponsor the Player of the Game, reach out to Darnell Harris at dharris@missionprep.org.
You just doxed him. Anybody can email him now, but email him. Tell him he's doing a good job.
Email him if you want to get into sales.
Let's get these kids a $15 gift card to something. That'd be great.
Yeah, we need some more advertisers on the broadcast. We'd love to local businesses supporting local athletes, so supporting local small business.
That's right.
We'll be here all season long through the playoffs. Something new we're doing this year, we're going to be broadcasting women's sports at Mission Prep, starting with volleyball.
Awesome. Love it. Volleyball's fun.
And taken down beyond the line of scrimmage for a second down, following a 5-yard penalty against the Yellowjackets. So we'll do some volleyball this fall, and then in winter we'll do a mixture of men's and women's basketball.
Yeah, great.
We'll return with the Christmas Classic, and we might even go into the spring. Who knows?
I'm a kook for baseball. We can get some baseball out there. I'll be there.
That's the goal, is to get out there for some baseball.
Yeah.
I did a little bit of Hancock. It's hard to do one man.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah. I think we need to bring Thomas on permanently.
You just have to talk so much because there's a lot of idle space in the game. If
Yeah.
you're by yourself, you just feel like a crazy person because you're just talking.
And one of the things is you have to be at every game. If you really have to be at every game so you get all the notes.
Yeah.
Because if you're not at every game, then you're missing gaps, and you have to go find them yourself. Like you miss the small things. Like, oh, he went 4 for 5 yesterday, but now you have to go find it rather than being there and knowing it.
Yeah. The good thing about baseball, though, is the way that it is scored. If you can get a hold of the scorebook, or if they're on, I think it's called Game Time, the app where they
Game Changer,
you can at least quickly find out pretty much exactly what happened.
Yeah, I keep my own books.
You're a scorebook guy?
I learned how to keep a scorebook.
Cool. All right, that was the last timeout for the Yellowjackets. So if Mission Prep can get this first down, it should pretty much end the game. Or it looks like what's going on? What is happening?
They're lined up in a tight formation, sending men in motion. Kardashian on the run, flag into the backfield. Bodies on the turf. And that is enough for the first down. If the flag does not affect, it's going to affect the Royals.
They have to be set for a full second before they snap it. But that was weird. They had like the guards switching sides.
Mass confusion. I guess the Yellowjackets have reverted to playing D&D and cast mass confusion on the offensive line.
I read last night that Vin Diesel's super into Dungeons & Dragons.
Yeah, I saw that post. I didn't read it because I didn't care that much.
I was watching Fast 5, which is a great flick, and then I was, I always just am curious about stuff.
Yeah, two Dodge Chargers realistically pulled a safe down the Van Nuys
It's
Boulevard.
awesome. Come on.
And here's the snap under center, and another flag.
My word. Boys, let us
false
go
start.
home. Mission again? My God, guys, come on.
I just remembered who that looks like. Peppa Pig.
There you go, yeah.
That's what it looked like to me. Peppa Pig. Not a hippo, a pig. Peppa Pig. I don't know what Peppa Pig looks like, but that's what it looks like to me.
You know what a pig looks like, though.
Yeah. And I've heard the name Peppa Pig.
Yeah.
It's a kid's animal. Kid's character, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's animation of some sort.
There we go.
Okay, let's snap this one and not be offsides.
2nd and a millennium.
Goodness gracious. These officials are trying to get their name in the paper, I think.
39 seconds, and we haven't ran a 2nd down. It's been over a minute ran off this clock, and we're still trying to get 2nd down in the books.
Yeah, 2nd down and halfway to Atascadero.
It is now. It was a 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and looks like 16, but I definitely think it's longer than 16.
Definitely longer than 16. It's almost 20.
Yeah, I think it's 20. Yeah. No, 2nd. Yeah, 2nd and 20. The ball's on the 10. Oh, the 11. Sorry. 2nd and 19. There we go.
Yeah. We can do math good here in the booth.
I took my shoe off. Another flag. A delay of game.
This might be by design now. Now I'm thinking they're just trying to run the clock out this way, which is odd, but it worked, I guess.
Oh, the conversation I'm going to have with Coach is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
What was the last 2 minutes about, Coach?
Maybe that was I don't feel like that was all. This is all on purpose, but it seems almost too hard to not be on purpose.
It is now 2nd and 24. And the Oxnard coaches are not happy because they just got outsmarted, I guess, with the clock. And the victory formation. And there we go. That is a victory for the Royals to open the season. We are final from Mustang Memorial Field. I want to thank Thomas Bowden for being with me, returning for his graduate assistance. He is free to abandon and go find other duties that are required. We appreciate you, Thomas.
Thanks, Thomas.
Our final here, Mustang Memorial Field. The Royals pick up the win, 22-19. It is now time for the Royals post-game report. And we're going to start off with a rundown of scoring. We had 6 touchdowns in this contest, kicked off in the second quarter, early in the second quarter, with a 2-yard carry by Salazar. Aaron Salazar of the Yellow Jackets, making it 7-0 early in the second quarter. And then Mission Prep's Ronnie Kardashian responds at 5:33 with a 7-yard carry. 7-7 our score midway through the second quarter. Kardashian back into the end zone with 4:21 following a Yellow Jackets turnover with a 6-yard carry, giving the Royals their first lead of the night, 14-7. And before we go to the locker room at the break, it was a 36-yard pass from the backup quarterback, Adrian Guerrera, to Tejada for a 4-yard pass. The kick was no good. The Royals went into the break, leading 14-13. They gave up the lead on a 1-yard carry by Salazar.
It was blocked. The kick, yeah.
Yes, it was blocked. The kick was no good, blocked by the Royals. Salazar scored for the second time in the contest. The 2-point conversion, no good on that one. Going awry, 19-14, a 5-point lead for the Yellow Jackets, 9-14 in the fourth quarter. And then the Royals closing things out. A 10-yard carry by Ronnie Kardashian. Kardashian punching it in for the 2-point conversion, 3-point lead. They hold on for what I'm going to say is not dear life, but close to dear life to get the win.
Yeah.
Because it was sketchy towards the end.
Absolutely. Got a little hairy there at the end with the turnovers and the not being able to score at the 1-yard line. But what it came down to is just the details, right? There's some penalties here, some turnovers there. It was a great first game. It was a great game to start the year. Both teams kind of working out some kinks. I wish Oxnard all the best. That they were a fun team to watch.
Yeah. Nope. We lost a sheet somewhere. It's all right. I was looking for a sheet that's complete. Mine's misprinted. It's all right. Keep going, Oxnard.
I just think they have a good team. I think that hopefully they find some success. They were a fun team to play. They had some good, funky formations that worked. You didn't look underneath the other sheet? My goodness, folks, we're losing it in here.
Yes, we are. Yeah, they were they're a young team, and that's what coaches were talking about to me at the lunch today when I was talking to them about this team. Like, what do you? Because when I was looking at the roster, I was like, wow, this team doesn't have a lot of experience.
You're talking about Mission, right?
And I was talking to the Mission coaches about Oxnard, because I actually got to see the roster today. I'm looking, I'm like, doesn't seem like they have a lot of like returning power, a lot of anchor points.
Yep.
So they're like, yeah, they're a young team, they're a growing team, just like we are. We're in a transition period, and it's going to be an evenly fought battle, and you can see it all the way down the stretch, back and forth the whole way, and that's where we ended up, 22-19. And real quick, we have a final coming out of Tulare 27, St. Joseph 24.
Okay.
A foe of Mission Preps in the Mountain League, falling to Tulare tonight. And going forward, the Oxnard Yellowjackets return home next Friday to host the Pacifica Tritons at 7 p.m., looking for their first win of the year. They return home on their home field, look to do so. The Royals back home next week, facing Bishop Union. The Broncos come to town. Quite a drive for the Broncos. I believe that's like a 6 or 7 hour drive coming from the east side of the Sierras.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, that's a drive and a half.
My God.
But they're going to make it. They're going to be out here, and they're going to have a good time out here in the beautiful California sun that's not in the Sierra Mountains.
I suppose. My God, they got to be able to find someone closer than that.
Well,
Does that mean we're going there next year?
I don't think so. I hope not. But here we are. Time for our player of the game before we move on. We had a lot of good candidates tonight. Candidates being the likes of Ethan Ferrales, Meady, putting in some work. The senior captain, the sophomore Ethan Orozco, put in a lot of work. And we going down the line, I got to look at my roster, drawing so many names here. Clive Daveridge in the list as well. But there's only one man that really made an impact tonight, and he had ice in his veins all night, putting in that work, and that's the Iceman, Ronnie Kardashian. He is our player of the game for game one.
Absolutely, yep. I think that's a consensus there. He showed that talent, he showed the skill and the grit. You know, he ran with a lot of heart tonight. We're used to seeing him break off really long runs, but tonight was a night of mostly 4 and 5 yard carries where he's running with grit, he's running through tacklers, and he's not going down. And that's what you love to see, the kind of the maturation of a running back. You know, we've seen him come up as a sophomore when he was just kind of an accent piece with his speed, but now he's really grown into the full package, and he's going to be up there with all the great Mission Prep running backs we've seen recently.
And we appreciate you joining us. Reminder, this video will be live on YouTube.
We'll self-destruct.
We'll self-destruct in 12 hours. There we go. That's a better description. And be available further on the NFHS network. Appreciate you being with us on the simulcast tonight, the first of many here on Mission Sports TV. For head coach David Schuster, our producer, Darnell Harris, Connor Allen, Thomas Bowden, I'm Brian Stanley. Thank you for being with us tonight.